I'm ready to go live. Let's do
Woo!
it. You, Ed in the house. Awesome, man. Good to have you guys. So we are now on YouTube. That's right. What is up, YouTube? My name is Richie Marrufo, and I'm the project director of the Barbed Wire Open Mic Series, this beautiful community event that we have. And let's see. I got things running. I got wheels moving. I got screens. I got all sorts of things playing. But this is our weekly online open mic, the stay at home open mic, I like to call it, because a lot of us are wanting to create and share and form community from the comforts of our homes, and that's what we've been doing every Monday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Mountain Time. And we are based out of El Paso and Juarez, right here on the borderland. But we do invite and have had people join us from all over the place: East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. We've had people join us from other countries, different time zones. People who have joined us like at 3 a.m. Like, I really got to share some poetry. What's going on over here in the Southwest United States? Let me join these guys. And it's usually really cool. It's a lot of fun. Today's no exception. We have a nice list of performers, a lot of poetry, a lot of storytelling, and some music, some beautiful music. This is an open mic, which means if you want to perform, you can. It's as easy as all you have to do is sign up. We do have a sign up sheet, and you can get access to these sign up sheets usually during the week by following us online. Sorry, that's all my info. If you just follow Barbed Wire Open Mic online, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, you know the drill. Any of those places, I usually post a link at some point during the week, sometimes the weekend. But all you have to do is sign up, put your name, what you'll be performing, where you're from. It's nice to know this stuff when I introduce you. I know some people prefer their anonymity, which is cool. We'll respect that. I always like to add parts unknown or from a the place of mystery. But ultimately, it's about the words, it's about the art. This is a community and it is a platform, so we just want to listen to what people have to say, support, give feedback, and mostly show love. This is supposed to be like a positive coming together to create in times of maybe toughness or darkness or destruction. We're just Monday. Mondays are traditionally such a cliche, right? Garfield hated Mondays. Most of us hated Mondays. Now I look forward to them because of these open mics, and they're online, and we're getting to connect with all sorts of cool people. You're gonna get to meet a bunch of them today. Um, if you do want to help the show, there are several ways you can do so. You can donate to me, the host. Um, when you donate to me, that just kind of goes to we do have different things that I use during the week, to help promote like software technology, the Zoom account, the Pro Zoom account, so we can like go as long as we need to. Some of these sessions have gone like 7 or 8 hours. No, sorry, not the open mic. The open mic is usually about 2.5 to 3 hours, but we do have an after party where we just kind of hang out a little bit. It's free. People come and go as they need. It does get kind of late, especially if people are joining us from like the East Coast, which we do have. It's 2 hours ahead there. It gets kind of late. But with that said, if you have any extra cash, you can send it this way. You can also donate. We have merchandise, some beautiful T-shirts here that have recently been released. Barbed Wire Open Mic Series T-shirts, BWOMS T-shirts. Came up with this cool little design of a typewriter with flowers blooming out of it. I thought that was a nice symbol for what we do here. And if you purchase that, it's on rapseminar.com. I'll post links. You guys can access that through any of our social media. But without further ado, guys, this is a show. So if you're tuning in live on Zoom chat, you guys are beautiful people. We got. If you guys, in fact, for the people on YouTube, if you guys want to unmute really quick and make some noise so people know you're here, unmute, make some
Woo!
noise. Yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah, I love it. I love it. It's very muted. Like, I think I threw people off guard. Like, oh damn, I have to unmute. I'm not ready. Hold on, my video is off. 'Cause, it happened. It happens. But what's up, YouTube? Say hi in the comments. Say hi in the chat if you're tuning in. Definitely drop those fire emojis. Drop those fire emojis when they're guaranteed. If there's a line that you love, write it out. Let us know, because this is about craft as well. What did you enjoy? What made you feel something? And we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. Yeah, welcome to Stay at Home Open Mic. We're gonna kick things off with our friend Leslie in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I have Leslie Becker in the house. She is going to go ahead and let's see, yeah, play some music.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you, Richie. I'm going to play Cello Concerto Number 1 in A minor by Camille Saint-Saëns. So for people who are unfamiliar, a concerto is a piece that's written for a solo instrument with an orchestra, and usually has multiple movements. I'm only going to play the first movement tonight, and here's the thing, it's meant to be played with an orchestra, but when we don't have an orchestra at our disposal, we play it with a piano reduction. And when we don't have a pianist at our disposal, we play with YouTube. So I found a site called Piano Accompaniment that has a pre-recorded part for this, and it really presents a lot of challenges to play with a recording. There are no cues, visual or body cues or breath cues. So some timing can get kind of awkward. And, you know, when you play in an orchestra, you're taught you always follow the soloist. Or when you're a pianist, you always follow the soloist. But it's kind of backwards for the soloist to follow the recording in this case. So you'll hear some awkwardness. And the very end is going to be the most awkward part, because this concerto has 3 movements, and I'm only playing the first movement. But the movements are attacca. They have no break in between them. They just go straight on through. So before I'm able to pick up my bow and stop the recording, you'll hear the pianist go into the second movement. And so there we go. Or here we go. Let's give it a shot. So again, Camille Saint-Saëns, Cello Concerto Number 1. And that's the second. Thanks, guys.
Woo!
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, unmute yourselves and make some noise. Leslie, that was
Woo!
to quote Nico from the chat, no big deal, just a cello concerto. That's all.
That was rather sickness. That was awesome. Yeah.
So cool. I always love getting to start with music, your music. So for people tuning in and not familiar with the show, this is the point. This is the part where you can like just share like how people can connect with you, Leslie. I know you've got your projects and everything, and some of you guys are probably tired of me asking every week, but you know, in case someone's hearing you for the first time, they're like, how can I hear more of your beautiful music and connect with you?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. They're probably sick of me saying the same thing every week, but I'm just on Facebook. You can come find me on Facebook, Leslie Becker, or during the pandemic, I've been playing with the COVID Cello Project. Our project number 12 should be coming out soon, and there are over 400 cellists from around the world on that project. So go check that out on YouTube.
Yes, sorry, I accidentally kept myself muted longer than I needed to. But Leslie, that was beautiful. Way to set the bar. I know also people were joining in to our Zoom call as you were playing, and I think what a great welcoming party. So yes, check out the COVID Cello Project. That is a really impressive thing. It's on YouTube. To get so many people together and then also just arrange it, both musically, but also even the editing, you know, is super impressive. So check that out. When I was watching it, obviously I was enjoying the music and the editing, but what my little mini game was also like, where's Leslie? Where's Leslie? Where's Leslie? So many cellos, and so We found her a couple times. I was excited. You know that Leonardo DiCaprio meme? That was me. Anyway, yeah, welcome guys. Monday night open mic. If you do want to perform, we do have a sign up sheet. I'll post it in the chat. I'll post it on YouTube as well. Hopefully I don't forget. But we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go ahead and of course Leslie joining us from Pittsburgh. We're gonna go ahead and come to El Paso, Texas. That's our home base, EPT, Chucotown, and we're gonna bring up one of our awesome writers, someone I really look up to, and she comes and reads every now and then when she has a chance. Is part of the Tumblewards project, has been published all over the place, lots and lots of cool places. But I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Let's go ahead and make some noise and welcome our next performer. We've got Robin Schofield in the house. Robin, good to have you back.
Woo!
Thanks, Richie. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to read about, I'm going to read 3 little ones that seem to be a continuation of my first book published by Mouthfeel Press, which is called, it looks backwards there, but it's a pretty cover, and it's called Sunflower Cantos. And it seems that my main character named Cantalilly has a brother. So this is called The Ballad of Narciso. Moss covers names on a stone. Neither names the other. My name is north of here. My name is not the way home. My name can be stamen or pollen. My name is not the sound of fire. Yet I am burnt as a pumpkin seed. My name is no secret. My name is beekeeper. My name is not coyote, though I stalk by night, whatever's out in the weather. My name is the sound of water, the shore where I grew up. Though my name is not the ocean, my name is the bosque, where sandhill cranes stop over. My name is the flowering corn. My name is not the sky. My name wears me down. My name is in the north side pond. My name is, I cannot turn away from my name. My name is not what I thought it was. Okay, and this is called At a Crossroads. Always legendary places. Rumors swirled during the 7 years Cantalilly didn't speak. That she had eaten a crow's heart, that she let the wolf inside the barn, that she subtracted instead of multiplied. The wolves bayed at the hanged man. The empress was suspected of being a cannibal and blamed for the drought when her infant sons disappeared. And Cantalilly was sorrowful that she had cut down the rose bushes, that she could explain things to no one, that she might not find her brother. The hanged man advised that she wait upon the rock where the green heron stood on fall equinox. But to find that particular stream and wade in it again when the sun has arched higher, that spring held few answers, fewer raindrops. The road to the river was closed, and the river was dry anyway. Dust devils came so near the house, she couldn't see wolf approaching. She heard ravens warning late. She settled beneath a cottonwood for 9 nights, barely moving. The fool passed by and called out, but she remained passive as coins fell out of his pockets when he climbed the tree. The hanged man said, in or out, yes or no, 12 times as La Sirenita loosed the reins of the sea. Cantalilly saw 10 twigs about to bud, and she knew to leave them for now. And here's another Narciso. Narciso contemplates nighttime prey. There was a hailstorm, my head full of granite. What a relief to tear the thigh off the rabbit. I had to kick to get free. The oily tongue of the night spoke in gasoline dialects, feeble teachers I despised. There was a month of rain. My eyes felt like boulders were behind each one, tramping like soldiers. The river started flowing, my heart like a wave. In the black ocean, I'm the man you cannot save. Thank you, everybody.
Wow, awesome! Thanks for sharing those.
Oh yeah, and if you want a copy of this little book, this is all about Cantalily, my main character, and I have a few copies left, and I think there's a few on Amazon. So I'll put my email address in the chat if anybody would like a copy of that thing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
That was
definitely hit up
nice.
Robin if you want some beautiful literature. That one specifically. I remember. I think it was Roberto Santos who was hosting the open mic when you read it. He's like you can teach a whole poetry class just using that book, and it's true. Awesome.
Oh,
So
I
you
wish
check
he
that out.
would. Yeah.
Right? All the teachers up in there. Sunflower Cantos. Awesome stuff. And that was after that was Flow, right? Or did you have another one in between?
Yes, after Sunflower Cantos was Flow. And before that, I had a chapbook, And the Ass Saw the Angel.
That's
And
right.
it's sadly, I don't think, I think I've only got one copy of it, so I can't. It's a funny little book.
Awesome. Yeah. If people want to email you for that and contact you, it's just look up your name.
Yeah,
Robin
I put it
Schofield.
in the chat just now.
Okay. I see it.
Yeah, I put my email in the chat. Yeah, so
Perfect.
yeah, they can email me.
That's cool. So if you're on YouTube right now, it's one of
Postage
those
and stuff like
Zoom
that.
perks.
Got to get a bubble envelope for the book.
There you go. Awesome. Thank you, Robin. If you guys want to unmute really quick and show a round of applause, make some noise. Robin, good to have you.
Oh, it's always so great. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a strong start to the show. Honestly, a lot of words. I want to give a shout out to everyone on the YouTube chat right now. Sandy, as always, our friend from Chuco, Zypher. That's Carl. I think that's Carl. He found his way here to the Zoom meeting. I see KLR Abstracts. That's Carla, cool artist Carla. She signed up. So Carla, you're on the YouTube stream. You should be in the Zoom chat. You signed up to perform. Did you?
Yes,
Don't
sir. I
forget.
made it.
Oh,
I
Carl.
made it. I'm here.
What's up, man? You made it. Oh, nice setup. All right, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep going with that list, though. We're gonna go ahead and we're jumping around. I love it. Something we can do online very easily is we get to travel like that in an instant. So we're gonna go from El Paso and we're gonna go to Florida, back to the East Coast. We're gonna time travel. We're gonna go ahead 2 hours into the future, and we're gonna bring up Domo Beth. Domo, we've missed you, but has a presence. She is one of our many performers who can have their own show, their own showcase and everything. She's gonna share some music, a song and a poem. Domo, how are you?
I am unprepared.
Oh yeah, what happened the other day?
Yeah. Wait. Procrastination at best.
Go Domo, go.
Grab my poetry book real quick.
Yeah.
Got that over here on my bed.
Awesome.
You gotta see the shorts. Okay.
And as per tradition, school's about to start, so instead of focusing on that, it's open mic time.
Yep. 8 a.m. sharp. Gotta be there, present. My last string broke a little bit before, like 7 o'clock, and I went to the store to get a new string, and then as you guys saw, I was tuning it and it popped. So now this might sound a little janky, but hopefully you guys like it. All right, let's try to do a song that I wasn't ready to do. Let's do it. Forgot to turn on the original sound. Sorry. All right. Oh, it's nice to hear, but it's so inconvenient. Remember your youth as it goes by. What a time to be alive. Oh, what a time to die. Oh, what a time to be alive. Oh, what a time to die. Oh, see the children grow up, surpass when you first saw. Hustle, bustle, blow up. It's crazy just how tall. Moments pass fast. Soon they'll be leaving your ass. Daughter, mother, grandmother to him. Watch the calendar dwindle. What happened to your friends? What a time to be alive. Oh, what a time to be alive. Oh, what a time to die. Oh, what a time to be alive. Oh, and that was an original called Catchphrase.
Yeah.
That was so great.
All right. Original song. Loving it.
And
Yeah.
Oh, Domo, so tough.
oh, thank you. And to pick a random poem out of the poem book. All right. Sorry. All right. Let's just pick one. Well, let's just pick a date. Okay. Sorry. Nope. No. Let's go with the one I just did for a slam that I happened to get second place in. I love that memory. Okay. This is called Still Positive. I waited 14 days for the bearer of bad news to spill blues on my spirit. Spread sorrow to my heart. Guess I have to start over. Body quotes mental hieroglyphics, and I can sense the signs again. The crowding of squatters in my thorax, the squad posting up like straight facts, like we got you for letting your guard down, for thinking things were gonna be fine, like get back to normal. Who you trying? We gonna mess your year up. You're not scared yet? We're gonna bring the fear up. Have your eyes sweating like free showers. We're not done with you yet. Like, bet. And I can't run. Can't discreetly secrete these Mucinex colleagues into a cup or a can or a sink without everybody knowing, without people showing up with crossed fingers and medicated Bibles like, get back, I'll pray for you. Flip switches like AK singing cup song like Be Gone, I love you, but not that much. They have mental touch down to a science like, take your phone out and I'll hug you virtually. This is lonely. This is the closest I've tread to suicidal thoughts in a while. The furthest I've been from my inner child, these months feel like currency. Isolation for a good nap, or I'll trade you company for educational progress because straight A's, right? I didn't mean to catch it. Didn't mean to endanger Common. I know she's always making sense, and now why seems to be so incomprehensible. Like, did I think I was invincible? Like invisible? Call me Mr. Cellophane, but the germs can still see me. The virus is still attaching to every crevice as I breathe. The croak is coming, and now that I'm no longer running, I hope I can keep up. Can resist the touch of humanity a little longer. Take the vitamins, eat the soup, drink the tea, and grow stronger. Stay positive. I no longer have a choice. I just want to be healed. I don't want to feel chills running down my spine. I just want to be free. Not stuck with just I and me. I just want a hug. And thank you.
Woo!
Very nice.
Awesome. Whew, that's fresh, huh? From last that you won? Yes,
Yeah, the
place?
slam I just went to yesterday and got second place, which was pretty.
Oh, that's awesome! Congrats.
Technically, I tied with Marissa, who's the shit. So
Yeah, I gotta say,
that's a win.
There are several people here who were in the slam last night, and they all did a great job.
Yes, everybody was so good. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
We got to promote all these things. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of connections going on. What slam was this, by the way?
That's the Jose Slam.
Oh, San Jose.
Scorpiana, excellent.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. It's crazy that you're talking about this. 9 years ago to the day, I did my very first poetry slam. I attended my first poetry slam, and my friends peer pressured me into going in. And guess what? I got second place as well. But it was like one of those situations.
Amazing.
Like, very first time, I'm like, what? Oh, this is kind of fun. It was scary as hell, but fun. And yeah, lots of cool connections you make through that. So the whole point of this is to network with everyone, share your work. So Domo, how can we network and connect with you? Because I know you are involved in other projects. I know you've hosted at the Broken Mic, out of Spokane. Like, how can we connect and just see more of your stuff?
So I do have too many Instagrams. I do not have the written down paper right now. But if you follow at Damo in the house with a Z, you can find me on everything. Or you can just follow at creative LY Damo DOMO, and you'll find all of the creative things like stuff. Everybody likes stuff.
And things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh God, we've missed you. You know, something about these open mics is you get used to having someone's presence, their personality, their power, and so it's good to have you back for sure. Everything feels right in the universe again. There's little things like that add up and just contribute to a nice event. So if you guys want to unmute really quick and one more time make some noise for Domo, a beautiful presence today.
Domo.
Yay. Yay.
Domo.
Oh yeah. I know, right? We do. We gotta say love, you know. where was I gonna go with that? Check out all the other open mics. Yeah, you guys are gonna have an opportunity to share all that stuff right now. We're gonna go ahead and go from Florida and go a little bit north on the map. We're gonna go to Maine, and we got another mainstay. In fact, we got. Let's see. I gotta come up with like a new nickname. He's like the Great Connector. You know, he connects people, and he's like, come to this open mic, this online mic. He just shares links, gets people connected. And I think that's a very beautiful thing to be able to do during these times. And we got Generalissimo up next. Mr. Brian Franco, Generalissimo. How are you doing today? Happy Monday.
Well, I'm trying, and I've had issues the past couple of weeks, and it's really Trisha's fault, and she's going to join me on this piece if that's okay with you.
That is super okay. We recently featured Trisha Finn Bell now, so yeah, you guys can share. Let me get you on the screen here. There you go.
Yeah. It's been an excruciating process working with this woman.
I know. It's terrible.
And I've offered her 4 or 5 great titles for this piece, but right now we're going with Breakup, Breakdown. Trisha, your turn.
Brian, I will watch the pattern the sugar granules make as they collide with water droplets on the table. I will memorize them as they dissolve and will will them to crystallize before my eyes grow bleary and give up on the game, before my brain deceives its numbness and taps out the same lines, mental typewriter on repeat. Yes, you. Keys insistent, sticking on the same 3 letters. I am still here. I'm still right here where you left me, stagnant like my words, while you move away in ever widening circles, your goodbyes interspersed with your hellos. I choose not to heed this foreshadowing. Love is brave when it is young and untested.
Trisha, you certainly know how to use your words to aim a situation in the direction you need it to go, or is it how you want it to go? You built the highway with that lovely tonality you do so well. You built the highway with one-way signs and no way for anyone else to make a U-turn to find a way back to before. I guess the highway is your way. You decided to rewrite the axiom, or is it an idiom? Nothing matters as long as your way is the only way. Maybe love actually is a one-way street.
Brian, I think only of you. In this, at least, we do not differ. I think of you, you think of you. It has always been you, not me, you, never me. I see this now. I was blindsided inside of the cocoon of our lust, made for us in lieu of our devotion. How does the heart mistaken desire for commitment? I inhale your scent in the sheets I refuse to wash, ripe with promises tangled between shared limbs in our frenzied lovemaking. These are decoys, occluding sense and reason. Why do they still smell like an us, not a you, not a me? The stench with which they deceive me insists that we are still in love.
Trisha, that cocoon you so romantically profess about is the cocoon of isolation you so expertly wove. You determined we could only be you and me. You never wanted to mix me with your friends. Every time we made plans, you canceled. That time you agreed to meet my friends and I spent over an hour on dinner, you spent the entire time texting. When my friends tried to talk with you, you shoo-flied them away with your hand and pointed at your phone. When I served dinner, you fixed a plate and went to the den to text whoever for the rest of the night. Why can you go to the movies and gallery walks with anyone but me? Why is the only place you want to see me at your place or mine where a bed is? My friends had an intervention for me to tell me your need to control is emotionally abusive, and all I am to you is a booty call. I think you need a dictionary to learn the difference between lust and love. Those sheets you aren't washing stink of your judgmental nature. When you bought me 800 thread count sheets, I overheard you screaming on your phone in my bathroom to a mystery person that you couldn't believe how cheap my sheets were. 400 thread count Egyptian cotton isn't cheap. When you say it's all about me, I wonder if you have a secret degree in psychology because you've mastered deflection and transference to a T.
Brian, lover, you have me colored all wrong. In your tainted vision, I have become a monster. But monsters have their wicked creators and a mythos conjured into reality by human minds. The same mind that built me up to be Venus herself, nubile and ready to be on display for divine eyes only, to be leered at by Zephyr lackeys and vindictive small-time goddesses primavera, passive-aggressive worship, fraternizing with your envy, and your loathing on Justitia's balance, fashioning me into your muse on a marble plinth on one side and tipping the scale in your haste to whore me out on the other. The crime would not lessen, but my shame and my heartache would alleviate to some degree if it was your secret pleasure alone. But no, I was paraded around to capture your friends and their pressing envy. To each the Pudicia and the Volupta, they greased your ego too fragile to see. And you resented it all, resented me, didn't you, amore? The attention, both idolizing and demeaning. I was yours, but couldn't have been me, or you had me, but were too frightened to want me. And truth, oh truth, it is flotsam in the goddess's aftermath. My sweetums, you poor, deluded wretch, after all this, perhaps I was actually in the wrong and colored you in flattering Botticelli pearl sunfire tints. Scratch the paint, cleave the masterpiece from its ornate frame, and beneath that, little man, you were, well, how does one put it delicately and still be succinct? One really cannot. Baby, you see, underneath all the pseudo-virile posturing, you simply were not even an inkling, not even a drop of milk from an Amazon teat worthy.
Trisha, you call me lover when you are incapable of love. Botticelli paintings exist on museum walls for a reason. They are idealized images. Pearl sun fire doesn't exist in real life. It happens when an artist mixes linseed oil with various powdered pigments. Your need to over-dramatize explanations with classical mythological imagery is in lockstep with your enormous ego. Our communication becomes one-way and convoluted when you use words that should only be used in poetry and crossword puzzles. Remember when we ended up crying, hugging, and saying I love you after the failed vacation incident? When I suggested we see a counselor, you said therapy was only for whack jobs, but I could go by myself if I wanted. I think a couples counselor would tell us that our relationship is so toxic, she needs a military gas mask when we enter her office. We are better off apart. One shouldn't try to give a dead horse mouth to mouth after shooting it for having a broken leg.
Brian, I watched the water on the table once more. The sugar is long gone. In its place, a saccharine muck. I laugh as I blot it away. It's familiar, it's an ambiguous story, a cautionary tale of getting lost within feelings that we let die. That the encroaching, sickly sweet tide of animosity is almost a surprise as it sneaks up. I have committed our own love story to memory. I embed it so deeply as to not make the same mistake, but perhaps unconsciously I choose to bury it deep as to never be rid of you. Burrowing past the bitter of what broke down until the lesson itself is softened and then non-existent. Before my eyes follow the lead of my mind, grow sentimental and give up the whole fight, I feebly tap out this final word on repeat. Me, me, me. I make certain now this is stubborn and perpetual. I'm still here. I am where I need to be, on my own, away from you, and the poison you would make me believe of myself. Move away, farther away still. Be gone from where we once were a full moon circle, trusting and loving. Let your goodbyes echo upon your goodbyes and propel you away. Mad love, recrudesce, becomes courageous when it chooses to sever the binding cord, when it chooses self over other. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go.
Everyone was sharing like their image of like, oh no, are we supposed to be here?
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome. Yeah, make some noise. That was a cool team up. We don't get too many group pieces here, but we need more. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys.
Yeah, brilliant.
Let's see. What was I gonna say? Yeah, my whole time I imagined like like we needed first of all like the novella intro. I think for that we'll work on that next
Right.
time. The second time, I also like during the scene I imagined the scene, you know, like in a Italian restaurant, and you guys are going back and forth, and in the background there's just a dude like with spaghetti, mouthful of spaghetti hanging out of his mouth, just like listening in, wide-eyed, like going back and forth. I love it. Awesome. Thank you, Generalissimo. You got the plugs. How can we connect with you?
Excuse me. Yes, that would be Facebook is Brian Ira Franco. Instagram is GNRLSMO. And I just want to say thank you to Trisha. By the way, she owns 3 pit bulls, and she does not breed them. She does not breed pit bulls for the fighting industry, but she does breed her pit bulls and then take a thing for the milk and sells it to African people for a hair for hair growth tonic. So, you know, it's terrible what she does.
Besmirching my name. Oh my God.
It's a good story though.
I can't even.
No, she's got 3 beautiful rescue pit bulls that I think seem like the sweetest puppies around. So
Thanks, General. It was a pleasure.
That was super cool. And the whole time I was accidentally muted. I was trying to like, why is nobody listening to me? That's awesome. I'm like, I don't know what to believe anymore. And yeah, your dogs are awesome. They were giving you props. You know, during I recently featured when you were here on December 7th on our social media. Your awesome piece, which is a tribute in a way to your mother. You know, and I love that. You know, I think I've said it before for other performers, but when you have dogs barking in the background, they can't snap, so they have to bark. So
Mhm.
they're just showing you showing you some dog love.
Yeah, they especially love BWOM.
Yeah.
They love it. It's the only time that they bark in unison. So that's a big compliment.
Hell yeah, awesome. And I see you're signed up a little later in the night, so I'm looking forward to that. We're gonna keep going.
I'm
though.
gonna go
What's
ahead
up?
and forfeit that one because I didn't know whether we're gonna do the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, you're there just in case you change your mind, but if not, we'll go on. We got plenty of people signed up. Make sure to get them on. Let's see. In fact, one of our newcomers, he's been coming now. I would like to say a new mainstay. I love what he does. We got Ed Charmer joining us from Washington, D.C. Oh man, when like after that open mic Tuesday and Wednesday were happening, and I was like, I had to message him and like, yo, what's going on over there? How are you safe, man?
I'm safe.
But
It
he
just-
did. He
oh,
was doing
sorry.
well. Craziness. But Ed here is like one of the most supportive dudes. It's always great seeing him around and to hear from him. Let's make some noise and welcome Ed Charmer to the stage.
Thank you. Everyone's a wonderful poet. I really enjoy the poetic energy. Things over here were a little bit hectic, but thank God I have this place to just keep me insane. Okay. I have 3 pieces. One of the pieces is called our galaxy of love. I want to release our love to the far reaches of space as the sun that will leave the whole galaxy instantly stunned. Your lips taste so heavenly like the vast Milky Way, while I taste your pink celestial road on each darkest day. The remnants of our love are the flickering, glittering stars that teleports us to different planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, and Mars. Your essence radiates my most empty, blackest holes, while my cosmic heart instantly implodes. Our passionate tears are the sparkling northern lights, while it reminds me that I'm always out of sight. The meteors are lyrics that I sing to you, my shooting star, while I get lost in you, here, near, or far. Your imagination is deeper than our epic cosmic sea, while you're being my personal embodiment of my stellar fantasy. The seven rings I give to you brighten our darkest nights that will cast away our pitch black frights. My feelings for you are vivid, luminous, and colorful as the quasar lights, which can fuel our rocket to newer heights. The shooting comics is our laughter to the funny jokes, but sometimes Haley Comet says whimsical notes. The sun is our beacon of blazing crimson romantic fun, while the Big Bang represents our hearts fusing into one. To you, my precious, lovely Venus, you send me to infinity beyond with just one kiss. Thank you. Okay, I got one more. This is called Elemental Ink. Poetry is the fruit for the soul. Poetry is water to the seeds. Poetry is soil to the plants. Poetry is fire to the sun. Poetry is wind to the birds. Poetry is thunder to the storms. Poetry is rain to the oceans. Poetry is lava to the volcanoes. Poetry is stars in deep space. Poetry is lights in the darkness. Poetry is sand to the beach. Poetry is gas to a car. Poetry is sound to bats. Poetry is knowledge to scholars. Poetry is paint to an artist. Poetry is tunes to a singer. Poetry is beats to a rapper. Poetry is piano to a pianist. Poetry is gravity to the earth. Poetry is sight to the blind. Poetry is blood for me to you. And I got one more, it's a short one. This is called Flickering Embrace. I miss your heat in the dusty midnight. I miss your sweets in the pale sunlight. I miss your beats in the gray daylight. I miss your treats in the onyx sights. I miss your sheets in the colorful limelight. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Make some noise.
Right, man. Love that beautiful energy.
That was dope. That was so great. You did such a good job.
Thank you. You guys been a stellar audience.
Yeah. So how can we connect and link up with you online, Mr. Ed Charmer, Mr. Ed Fireman, Mr. Ed Foreman?
Sure, Richie. Richie, the best host to do the most. I'm Eddie Foreman on Facebook, and on IG I'm at Ed Foreman 92.
Dig it, man. Short and sweet. Caught me off guard. I was trying to type up the list, like who's next and everything, and cool, man. I'm happy for your presence here.
I'm happy thanks for being here. It's been a blast, always.
Sweet. We're just gonna keep rolling with it. We got lots of peeps. We're gonna go back to El Paso. We got some El Paso peeps that we're gonna be bringing up, I think, consecutively as I'm looking at the list right here. Yeah, man. But take it easy out there. Let's just keep in touch as always. Let's see. We're gonna go and visit our favorite Chicano poet out of Los Angeles. As we like to say, class is now in session. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Mr. Tesosamok in the house. How are you doing today? Welcome back.
Good. Yourself, Richie?
I'm great. I'm great. As always, I'm here with you guys and I'm feeling good.
Well, let's see if I have better luck here today. I was having problems with my internet earlier, but let's give this a shot. This piece is titled Coyote Steals Blue Lake, Bowie. Rattlesnake crawled up on Towa, Coyote. Coyote lived in Towa Tana, Coyote home by the chaparral near Bowie, Blue Lake. Rattlesnake, what are you doing in the dark of night by the fire? Coyote, I'm celebrating the 50th anniversary of the steal of Blue Lake. I'm purifying myself for my scalp dance. Rattlesnake, why do you care? The Taina people, or more specifically, La Taina, Osier Willow people from Taos, the most recalcitrant of the 19 Pueblo inhabitants. Coyote looked away deeply into the lake, remembering the summer water ceremony of the young maiden and the male youth before Chipa Funta, or eye water black at, that is, Black Spring, to prevent the recurrence of the legendary deluge. Towa took a deep breath and blistered his cheeks and released the air in a sigh of burdened success. The moonlight shimmered off the cupric, blue, pre-Calderian, Mafic volcanic field waters. Coyote was not dissuaded by Rattler's forked obsidian tongue. Coyote unsheathed his coop stick, tasseled with beaded hawk feathers and olivella shells and prairie dog fur. He smudged it with smoking sage, bundle, and big abalone seashell. Towa is the spirit for warriors. He teaches the Latina, the Taos warriors, how to win prestige. Acts of bravery in the face of the enemy. Any blow struck against the enemy counts as a coup, but the most prestigious acts include touching an enemy warrior with a hand, a bow, or a coop stick, and escaping unharmed, touching the first enemy to die in battle, or touching the enemy's defensive works also counts as coup, as did simply riding up to an enemy, touching him with a short stick, and riding away unscathed. Rattlesnake coiled its body and settled its head, sticking its keratin segments out the back, ready to accompany the coyote's scalp dance. Towa sang, holding his coop stick. He spun and pointed his stick to the north in the direction of Teshu, Conjilon Peak. Spun around in the direction of the south, pointing to Okupin, Sandia Crest. Rattlesnake was on cue and was accompanying Coyote in his dance. Coyote spun again and was pointing west to Chicoma Peak in the Jemez Mountains. The song was building like an overfed fire, and Rattlesnake could feel the beads of sweat flying off Coyote's. Towa was near exhaustion, but he still had more lyrical stanzas left. On his last spin, he was pointing east to Cusenpin, Truchas Peak in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. As the embers from Towa's fire spread into a half moon on the ground, you could see the physiographic layout of the Rio Grande Rift Valley, known as the Tewa Basin, the Española Basin in the colonial settler world. The mixture of pre-Cambrian quartzite, schist, and gneiss, and granite overlaid by volcanic rock, basalt, theolite, and tuff, a result of the Valles Caldera eruption 500,000 years ago. As you know, Coyote was there. But he explained to Rattlesnake how he was also there when he took coup, when Blue Lake was stolen after the War of 1842 between Mexico and the US. The lake was taken by the Forest Service, and the Taina could not practice their ceremonies. Coyote explained how he was by the window when President Nixon signed Blue Lake Bill HR 471, where the US deeded the lands to the Taos and Pueblo American Indian tribes. The tribal leaders, Paul Bernal and Cacique Juan de Jesus Romero, signed returning their sacred lands to the Pueblo December 15, 1970. Rattlesnake squinted his eyes in disbelief, sampled more of the air with its obsidian black tongue. But Coyote would have none of it. He continued his story as the rainbow trout and the tiger muskie stir the stillness of the water surface. That's the end.
Nice, nice. Dig it. Awesome. Make some noise, everyone.
Woo woo!
Beautiful.
All right, Joshua. Woo woo! I heard
Finally
you
got to
from
hear
like
the Prada was waiting for the pornographic sections of the poem, so
What did Rattlesnake do to Coyote? We wonder.
Our
delicate senses are just.
They got their rattle on. What are you talking about?
What time?
Only Prada could turn this into something else.
Oh yeah, who's also signed up? Will be up maybe pretty soon enough. But yeah, I love it. Tasosomok, good to have you in. It sounded. Yeah, you didn't have any internet issues this time. It sounded
I hope
a
not.
little.
I hope I got it all.
Yeah, hell yeah, nice mic. So how can we connect with you online?
So folks can catch me on Instagram as Gaseous 2019, the title of my book, and also on Facebook as Gaseous 2019. And if you like my work, please purchase my book on Amazon under the same title, and that would be definitely the best way to support my efforts. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, if you can link that up too, that'd be super cool. Try and get that on the YouTube chat as well. Thanks, man. Tasosomok. I just love saying your name, man. All right. Okay, now we're going back to El Paso. I know I did a whole big thing, but we got those connects. Like, in fact, I keep forgetting to bring my Dodger cap to rock to introduce you for the segments. You know, I got the blue going on, the blue BWOMS shirt. But let's see, what do we have up next? Oh yeah, we have Denise Signs. We recently missed you, but it's good to have you back. You got some killer poetry today, Denise.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Bring us there. Take us there.
Thank you. Well, first I have to thank you, Richie. You're amazing, not only just as a host, but as a poet too. I love the way you perform. It's inspiring. Like I want to be that. That's where my goal is at. So thank you for that. And also to all the poets that came before me and who are coming after me, you guys are awesome. This day has been so great. I mean, just dope. Thank you guys. So last week, I heard a poem by Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank him. I really do want to thank him because I didn't know I had so much trauma still from that. Like I thought my only trauma came from my mom, but when I heard that, it like completely took me back to a place that I didn't want to be at and that I didn't want to face yet. I haven't even talked to my therapist yet, but I want to thank him because it became a really great poem that I'm gonna read for you guys right now. Okay, and this one is called Lilith. And if you guys don't know Lilith, she came before Eve, and they smited her and sent her to hell, basically, and punished her, saying that all of her children were going to be demons. So she's kind of known as the mother of demons, but it was all because she was not a submissive wife. And I love Lilith. I've always loved Lilith. So here we go. Okay. Since the beginning of time and for most of my life, there have been strict rules for being a wife. Our womb, a prized rental space. Men are born from this place. Yet it's continuously defaced by small, insecure pricks who don't know how to use their dicks to give their wife pleasure. Instead, they only know how to pressure their wives to become rags, yet we just become nags. Because insecure men never lift a finger and the resentment lingers. We don't see you as a man, even when you hit us, because shit just hit the fan. We see you as a child throwing a tantrum who will never find a use for a magnum. Maybe a finger cut would be better for your microscopic cock. A wife must clean, cook, and with their pussy smother, but it just sounds like you want to fuck your mother. Ooh, that's the first one. Okay, and then And then I wrote this other one. This one's it's bilingual, and I wrote this about my experience with Catholicism as a child. Okay, it's called Satanás, mi mejor amigo. Night terrors of the devil chasing me, madre mía me dice que mi destino es el infierno. For all the pain my 7-year-old self put her through, Satanás viene cada noche, wetting my bed because I know he is hiding under me, waiting for him to snatch me by the ankles. El diablo me persigue en mis sueños. I seek forgiveness in the confessional booth. 7 Padre Nuestros serán mi salvación. I recite my 7 prayers every night, but Satan never leaves my side. Otra vez al sacerdote. Priest tells me I need to recite 9 Hail Marys. Cada noche orando mis 7 Padre Nuestros y mis 9 Madre Marías. Satan still chasing after me. No matter how many times I pray, Jesus is not my savior. Jesus is not my savior. No matter how many times I read the Bible, cada vez que leo, pierdo mi fe. Paul's letter asking women to stay silent and covered. Old Testament says women are something to possess. Dice que la menstruación es algo sucio y una maldición. Eve ate the apple and she was punished with birthing pains and periods. My faith could not withstand the misogyny, pero Satanás siempre me ha aceptado. Without conditions or prerequisites, Satan has always been by my side, wanting to befriend me despite my impurities. Satanás es mi mejor amigo. Lo he conocido desde la infancia. Hell seems a bit better than heaven, which is full of self-righteous and pious people. Mejor me quedo aquí abajo, celebrando mi libertad con mi mejor amigo. Thank you, guys.
Oh shit, you went in, Denise. Yes, yo, make some noise. That's how we show love here.
Yeah, I have one more. Just one
more.
more.
One more. My bad.
Yes.
Go for it.
Sorry, hold on.
Bookmark. Put a bookmark.
So this one I've written a long time ago, but I haven't shared because it's like extremely personal. But I think all of my poetry is personal. But anyways, okay, this one's called I Ain't Got No Body. Childhood memories hard to recall, like pulling teeth without anesthesia, setting off alarms that leave fingertips buzzing, lungs gasping as I keep grasping, pulling, yanking, prying, suicidal since 7, sleepwalking into my uncle's room, reaching for his gun, hoping for my world to end. Why am I this way? Parasomnia, pseudo-suicide, trying hard to end my life as I slept. My door bolted shut to my room and my psyche. I never understood why I was such a burden, why my sheets were always soaked in piss, why my night terrors wouldn't desist. Encapsulated ecstasy I used to cope, handing me the key to the padlock. Pandora's box opened. A single memory slipped out, like a missing puzzle piece. It gave faces to the demons that plagued me. Floating heads surrounding me, hands reaching and taking, had to deny that I even had a body. I was too small to scream so loud. Not strong enough to relive the nightmare baby girl had to go through. She protected me with her little shaking hands as she buried the memories deep in the soil of the 7th circle of hell. Thank you, guys. I'm done.
Ooh, man, that's powerful. Like, I mean, even online.
There, I tell you what, he took us through it all.
Yeah, that was the gauntlet right there. Just boom, 1-2 punch, final blow. Yeah, I guess I didn't even have to describe it in those terms, but amazing. So my question is, when is your book coming out?
I haven't even started to do any of that yet. Like, I don't know. I've always been so insecure about my writing.
Denise.
Wow. I think
you just continue to get better. Like, I've noticed that. I mean, not that you were ever not good, but your poems, they just they're just naked and they're so good, man. They're so
Thank you,
good.
Ken. That means a lot coming from you, Erica. I really appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you, babe.
What's up? What's up? So I will say this: the very first time
Secondly.
you came here, yeah, love it. Same. Go to the chat. Just look at all the love everyone saying. You killer lines, feeling it, and doing what I think poetry and art should do. You're addressing something, and that's really relevant and important. So yes, work on that manuscript. But the very first time you came and performed here, I knew that your voice is an essential one here, and it wouldn't
Thank
be
you.
the same without
Thank
you. So yeah,
I
get
have
that
to thank
manuscript.
Reina, because Reina, she was my professor, and it was her that inspired me to write the PIP, the Pocha India Puta poem that really like set my stage. So just have to thank her from the bottom of my heart.
I loved it so much. I think it inspired me to start sharing like performers on Instagram and YouTube, like little clips of people sharing their poems. That was one of the first ones because I'm like, damn, I want people to hear this. So
Thank you.
important, I think, is a thing. So shout out to Reina here in the chat. That's freaking amazing. Thank you, Denise.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, we still
Thank you.
gotta catch up on Expanse stuff. Things are
Yes,
going
I'll be
crazy.
messaging you right now.
yeah.
Amos.
Yeah. If you guys if you guys want to geek out with us later on the Expanse, it's good stuff. Anyway, let's keep going. In fact, that was a great transition because I did want a little bit of time to bring up Reina, and if not Reina, maybe any of her students. We have Mike and Anna in the house who are doing a project. They're part of a humanities collaborative, and we want to start thinking about borders and border stories. It's not a monolith. It's not this single flattened thing. It's complex, and there's a lot more to it. And so I think one of the things that they want to do is like do a survey. So I'll see if any. I don't know who wants to go up to talk about this. Just briefly talk about it to
I'll
our
go ahead
online
and
audience.
just
Cool.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just make it very brief. So hi everyone. My name is Mick. My team, we're part of the Humanities Collaborative at UTEP and EPCC. So we're running a little project, and we just want to see if anyone's out there willing to share their stories, anything they got, anything that has to do with their culture, anything that has to do with their traditions, because our point was that the media tends to over exaggerate what the border life can be or what it means to people. So we just want to get some raw opinions, comments, or stories, anything that anyone's willing to share for us, so we can go ahead and filter it, and we can go ahead and see if we can get something published, so we can get it recognized scholarly, with everyone in the nation willing to, look into Humanities Collaborative and go ahead and get the word out there that, what, we aren't just what the media portrays about, maybe some people actually believe that the border is dangerous, and it's not. I leave my house every day feeling like I'm gonna come back to my house every day. So we should go ahead and try and spread the word, let them know what our culture and what our traditions are. And I'm gonna go ahead and, am I able to share the screen here, Richie? So I can go ahead
Yeah, go for it.
and I'm gonna share a poster with you guys. Let me see here.
And we'll make sure to share that afterwards too on our social media.
Okay. I was gonna ask it if I could get your personal email so I can go ahead and email you that poster, so you can go ahead and share it wherever you'd like. Here we go. So if you guys could just put your phone camera up on this little QR code here. If you just do it by itself, it's gonna send a little link at the top of your phone. Just go ahead and press that. It's gonna send you to a quick little survey. There's like 2 or 3 questions that are required to be answered just for us to get a good idea of who we're talking to, but everything's gonna remain anonymous. We're gonna go ahead and filter everything out, see what the people want to be heard, and then from that we're gonna update the questionnaire and see if we can get some entries in for some people that maybe want to share, like for example here, some poems, or maybe like a longer story, or anything they want. But thank you so much, Richie, for giving me this time again to go ahead and introduce this poster, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, no problem. I'm always happy to support, what we're doing here through EPCC and UTEP. And let me see, how do I? Hold on, got kind of stuck here. Yeah, so definitely take
I'll
a
go ahead and stop
screenshot of it.
sharing it. That's
I think
oh
so. Yeah, then
screenshot.
maybe that's.
If I was going to, if do you think I could email it to you just so you can
Oh
get the
yeah,
whole full PDF file?
I left
Yeah.
it in the chat. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Go
Cool.
ahead and
Yeah, I
do
left
that.
my email. It's just my first name, first letter of my first name, first letter of my middle name, last name, rdmarrufo@gmail.com. Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
just
Yeah.
leave it for like maybe 10 more seconds just to see if anyone might have missed it. Just go ahead
Scan
and
it.
scan that QR code, and if you guys are willing to share, we more than appreciate it.
For sure. Check that out. Yeah, I'm always happy to help out. Someone who teaches at the college as well, who went to UTEP, studied at UTEP, both undergrad and grad school. I think one of the things is sometimes academia is sometimes it shouldn't feel separate from communities. And so I feel like this is a really good project to break down that kind of wall that sometimes seems to persist. This whole ivory tower thing doesn't necessarily have to be. And so I think I really like what's going on with the Humanities Collaborative between EPCC and UTEP, and you guys, students, and of course, Reina. So, community-based participatory research. Thank you, Nico, for the phrasing there. So share your thoughts. And also, the very last Monday of the month, we're going to have a theme. Tell your border stories. Any way you can, poems, fiction, prose, flash fiction, haikus, and let's see what kind of stories we can share. That'd be super cool. I'll make a flyer and everything for that, and I'll make sure we're there. All right, so let's go and keep going though. Thank you, Mick.
Thank you, Richie. Again, I'll go ahead and stay in touch with you.
All right, sounds great. I'd left my email in the chat. All right, cool. Let's keep going though. So I'm gonna go ahead and just list out, just so you guys can have an idea who's up next. We're gonna stay for the most part in El Paso. So up next we got Kit, followed by Lee, followed by Patty, followed by Mike, and then Marissa Prada. So that's like just a preview of what's coming up. And you heard his name first. He's such a crucial element to this as well. He's played many key roles. He currently holds the championship belt of perfect attendance. Or the gold star. I guess gold star kind of fits more of that, right? Mr. Monday Night. We've got Kit Ren in the house. Kit, how you doing, man?
Woo! Monday night.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dang, I'm gonna start using that sound bite.
Yes. Oh my God, that would make my whole week, whole month, whole year. I mean, it's early to call that, but we might have to call it. It's just how it is. Just gonna play some old hits and then the cover poem, 3 and then the cover. Oh.
Listen,
I wish. What was that? Sorry. I wish to relieve one pressure you have felt and replace it immediately with another. Do not worry about first impressions. The first impression is nothing. It is easily overridden and constantly amended, often forgotten entirely. Much more important is the 0th impression. You have no control over the 0th impression. You have no way to influence it or to even access it. It is being made right now, independently, in places that you have never even driven through. As friends tell new friends of old friends, these new friends must depend on imagination and stock images to complete the story themselves. You are a placeholder name in so many stories. There are mental images of you based off of absolutely no evidence. People you have never met have strong and inflexible opinions about you and what you should have done that one time. One day you will meet someone who knows of you only from a bystander's account of the worst day of your life. If he or she or they make the connection, they will be close to starstruck. trying to reconcile the physical facts with their own understanding. You must see they have carried this cartoon of you, this caricature from a tourist trap, for a long time. It has been rolled up, put in moving boxes, and subsequently unpacked in new domiciles. They may have even added their own twist to the story. It is their story now. You are now the protagonist of a modern urban legend. Do not fight against the 0th impression. Do not dwell on it. Don't justify yourself. Don't try to give context. Do your best to see the honor and not the offense. While no one can be all things to all people, you may find that, thanks to the 0th impression being many things to enough people, is astoundingly easy. This one's sad, and I'm never telling you what it's about. Never. In my dream, you transformed yourself into a cat that we may talk in public without fear. You balanced delicately on my back, keeping equilibrium with a measured use of your claws. I tilt my ears towards your mewing. You don't want to hurt anyone, but every end of you is sharp. I wish that I could take the fear out of your life, that I could knead it into submission like back tension, or treat it like a snake bite, siphon it and spit it out. You purr, I wish you could too. You are the only person I don't fear. I am convinced I could inoculate you. I have read the literature. You find it charming, but sad, and you can't figure out how to say no. We're finally alone in this dream, and we do what we do when we're alone. Your dream shade moving with such urgency and force, as if it's real, as if it's the last time. And to close the me period of it, this is the most nakedly political one I have. It's Prayers for the Mutilators of the World. You look in the archive a couple of weeks ago, you'll find our friend the poet Khan doing a very good alternate reading of it. But I'm going to reclaim it for a little bit. It seems appropriate. May all your faith be misplaced. May all your weaknesses be flashing and obvious. May the parts of you you've chosen to starve still shuffle on, malnourished but nagging like a certain cricket. May you come to a moment of contrition and sorrow, and may your path to rehabilitation be inconvenient and daunting so that we can be firm in your sincerity. Forgiveness is available for everyone, but you have to seek it. And we must be sure that you didn't stumble in, blind and accidental. May you look around and see yourself alone and understand how counterfeit your brotherhood is. Yukio Mishima, the only fascist worth remembering, put into the mouth of his last character, if he was not real, I am no longer sure if I am even an I. I'm not asking you to commit harakiri as Mishima did. It's complicated and expensive, and even your blood won't get out of my genes. But I want you to sit with that question. Am I an I? May it pop into your head every time that night becomes morning. May it visit you at every silent place. May it haunt and stall you at the crucible as your starved kindness cries for water. Yeah. And now, the long-awaited sensation that's sweeping the nation, the new tradition, the cover poem. go into a favorite of mine. I probably read him in this spot more than I've read any other, but I'm going to do I Imagine the Gods by Jack Gilbert. I imagine the gods saying, "We will make it up to you. We will give you 3 wishes," they say. "Let me see the squirrels again," I tell them. "Let me eat some of the great hog stuffed and roasted on its giant spit and put out steaming into the winter of my neighborhood when I was usually too broke to afford even the 100 grams I ate so happily, walking up the cobbles past the street of the moon and the street of the birdcage makers, the street of silence and the street of the little pissing. We can give you wisdom," they say in their rich voices. "Let me go at last the Huguette," I say, the Algerian student with her huge eyes who timidly invited me to her room when I was too young and bewildered that first year in Paris. "Let me at least fail at my life." "Think," they say patiently, "we could make you famous again." "Let me fall in love one last time," I begged them. "Teach me mortality, frighten me into the present, help me to find the heft of these days that the nights will be full enough and my heart feral."
Nice. Hell yeah. Everyone make some noise. Kit, as always, coming through in his kit.
Yeah.
Really quick, man, while you get your
Nice.
stuff together here, the ways that we can contact you, I figured I'd give you a little bit of mood music here. Yeah, so hold on. Kit Man,
Live
ladies
at the
and
shadow of the border of the Mexico and United States. From El
right.
Paso, it's Kit Ren. Frank Gifford, the River Stadium. All right.
There you go. Here's some music created for all this.
Instagram at Kit Ren Away. Twitter at Kit Talk Sports. Where this will make a little more sense. Kofi.com/Kit Ren. A lot of essays about football, about 40,000 words worth. If that's your thing, it certainly is mine. Facebook at Kit Ren. I'll if I recognize the name, I'll add you. And if you want to drop something into the tip jar, my PayPal's at my email. And if you want to just like send me like curses and abuse or whatever, there's my email.
All right, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Kit Ren. Oh yeah, Mr. Monday Night. Thank you. Yeah, I think we created a new segment. I love it. That's the new background music for this part. Awesome, man. Much love as always for being part of this. And yeah, cheers, salute. I didn't get to ask what you were drinking there. Got a little bit of coffee today. Shout out to Bright Soul Tech, by the way. Oh yeah. Okay, let's keep it going. We got the 1-2 punch again. We got Lee in the house. We got our one of our favorite poets here. Always great to have them on. Lee, what's good? How you doing today?
Doing good.
Awesome.
So I always ring like the something old, something new, something borrowed, and I'm always blue, so we'll go from there. The old one, so it's called Arbol and it's bilingual. Light skin, white skin. Should I skin my skin and let the blood pool under my naked feet? Set it up for close inspection to determine my genes that I know nothing about? There is nothing to claim, reclaim, regain, lost too long ago and erased, renamed, retraced in hopes of finding answers, but found revision parts of the side I never knew, and romanticized parts of the plundering past, the branches that grew me passed on to me. So that leaves the question of who am I and where do I come from? Will I pass nothing to the canopy of generations who share the blood of unholy and revered ghosts? Will I understand this blood and tie down its magic to a land I have never stepped foot in? Or instead feel naked feet burning with the touch of asphalt and the longing to know what I am, and why and where I'm going under the glowing lights of this desert? And where has this blood been spilled? And I trace, stare in the mirror, in hopes of finding a semblance of the names I never knew, the India Washishil, unnamed, the abuelita who was some sort of Indian erased, but now in the embrace of the little percentage of us that I know and how much of us I want to know. Whisper its meaningfulness to the deaf ears of the three that birthed us, faltering leaves on the canopy only capable of seeing their roots when they finally wither. The likes of me wandered off the rod, climbing up our branches, while the others, carried by the wind, let themselves go. But not anymore. Not one more name of me, of them, of us will be erased from the almanacs of our history. Call me historian, scholar, time traveler, carrier of half real, half imagined stories of who, what, where, and why. So that was the first one. That's something old, something new. This one I finished it like 10 minutes ago, so it's not A+, but here it goes. This is called Nefeliad. With heavy clouds tied to my neck, I levitate to the darkness skies of my youth. Their tears mix with my own, and I forget how to breathe under the rain. The wind entangles us, and their softness embrace my trembling sharpness as we collide. We let go just in time for thunder to crisp my core, so I can restart under my sunny days. But in the absence of them, I can feel the nostalgia for our shared sadness and wish once again for rain. That was something new. And finally, it's a very small poem. If more than likely you know about her, that's the original is Rupi Kaur. And a lot of people talk about her about like how it has no meaningfulness beyond the random words that she assorts together, but really she has a lot of pretty good work, and it's just elitist talking shit. Anyways, so this is called Colonized by Rupi Kaur, very small. You split the world into pieces and called them countries, declared ownership on what never belonged to you, and left the rest with nothing. And the translation: partiste el mundo en pedazos y los llamaste países. Declaraste tu posesión lo que nunca te perteneció y dejaste al resto sin nada. And that's it for me.
Awesome. I love the way you've been doing these.
Awesome.
Woo!
Awesome noise.
No, I think I like the Spanish better.
Yeah. Bravo.
So cool. So how can we connect with you online? Like, do you have your awesome sheet there with all the nice
I have
artwork?
it, but it's behind me on the bed, and I don't feel like getting
too
up.
far.
So I'm just gonna see.
So you're like, just go back to a previous episode and find the timestamp where Kit does timestamps, and go to the end, and you will have it there. All that info.
And it's you can actually follow me. It's Cadáveres Literarios. If you don't know how to write that, just look me up on Facebook, and I have everything linked. It's Lee Martinez Soto. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you. That is it, and that is everything. Hell yeah, I love it. Also, your voice is such a huge part of this. Thank you for what you bring in, week out. Hell yeah. Let's see. Going down the list. We got some peeps who didn't make it. And again, I'm working on a list. I'm working on right now just an updated list, so you guys have an idea of who's up and all that. But we're gonna stick around in El Paso, and we've got Patty back. Patty at the open mic. We're gonna get a little glimpse into Patty's poetic life. What's up, Patty? How are you doing today?
Good, and yourself?
I am excellent. Yo, spit your truth.
Okay, 2 pieces, just gonna jump in. I wonder loving myself would define the feeling of more. If the emptiness of longing to live was enough to actually live. Wonder if the emotion of love wasn't always attached to anchors that left you stuck in the color of a depth unseen. Wonder if dreaming was only meant for fools who can't see beyond the midnight hour. Wonder if restarting could truly happen in the middle of the game without pressing that little red button. I wonder if I wandered myself into the abyss of my very own mind, where light comes in on rotating shifts, but the darkness never clocks out, just the sun. Where the circuits of happiness and joy malfunction with sparks of fire and demolition, because the self-destruct button is always shiny. Always polished to perfection, so the grime of my hands will be the clue to the being of my own assailant. Wonder if I watched the clouds roll too far ahead. I never made out a shape, never drew my name in the mud. The bottom of my soul say I never took a step, never moved forward. The bend in my knees is from sitting and watching. When did I become the porcelain doll put up high in fear of breaking, put to look on the edge but never to take it? Wonder if the suitcase I carry will be bagged at the airport if there's nothing in it. Even the x-ray speaks nothing of it all. And here I write a poem of wonder. A once unspoken line, a peek to the edge of the ledge, only to crawl back to the corner of wonder. That was the first one. And second piece, to-do list.
Sorry, I accidentally muted you. There you go.
Okay. To-do list. Declutter, clutter, cluttering. Piles to swim through, mazes on the floor, down to one fork with all its forkness gone. Maybe it's a spoon. Red sock found, no partner, left on my dresser as a reminder. Unmatched for eternity. That's kind of intense. Maybe I should think. Not all things are meant to stay forever together. Same pan in the sink, filled it with hot water 3 times. Come unstuck spaghetti sauce. Come unstuck in a comfort zone where warm-ups are no longer comforting, where noodles as limbs and shut lips aren't in. Simply come unstuck. Same load of laundry on my sofa chair. When is it too long? When is it too much to rewash the washed clothes that remain unworn? When is it too long to stay cluttered in a cluttered mind that demands to not be uncluttered? When do you stop asking what time it is? When do you stop asking if I'm okay? The clutter says otherwise. The blinds at the window say I'm not home. The dent in my bed says I've only been home. Bubblegum toothpaste stuck on the bathroom counter. Piece of bubblegum stuck on the bottom of your shoe. Who wants pink bubblegum picking up grime? He threw away the shoe. I kept the toothpaste. Kept the 4 piles of laundry to avoid finding the other red sock. Your red sock. Same red sock that came unworn the night you tore my polka dot socks off. Same red sock hidden underneath the lasting length of our foreverness. Same red sock found when I fell to my knees in every which way away from passion. I dove into the pile of laundry the night before in a crucial attempt to murder that red sock, smear its threads across the living room floor, tear apart each pumping vessel that made it complete. I did all this while moving not one limb from the only side of the bed that exists, the only side of the bed that isn't torched away with flames. To-do list remains to be my to-do list. Number 1, unclutter the clutter. And done.
Awesome. Unclutter the clutter. Unstuck yourself. Hell yeah. Make some noise for Patty. Hell yeah.
So many powerful.
Baba.
Yeah. And don't forget to mute yourselves afterwards, though. Some of you guys are forgetting to unmute. That's what I was doing right now. I was trying to like mute people who were still there. And then I accidentally muted Patty. I'm like, no, why did I do that? I don't know, on purpose, obviously. But yeah, lots of compliments. Patty, you should definitely check out the chat. A lot of people showing love there. That's where we want to do that. Hell yeah. So thank you. And Patty, how can we connect with you? Those of us who are seeing you for the first time online or that are new here.
Patty's _poetic_life.
Hell yeah. Got all the beats. There you go. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, rock and roll. How's that one YouTube video go? Does anyone remember which one I'm talking about? Thumbs up for rock and roll. Like, if I can do it, you can. It's like a little girl who like just learning how to bike ride. Does anyone remember? I'm gonna have to share it. It's a freaking amazing, awesome, uplifting video. Just a little girl who's learning how to bike ride, and she's just all pumped up with adrenaline, and like she's like, I had trouble, and if I could do it, you can do it. Thumbs up for rock and roll, and like it's just freaking cool. Anyway, yeah, thank you, Patty. We need you all the time to come and perform and share these things. So dig it. Like it when you can come through. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to Denver. We got another one of our regulars. Awesome to have him here. We got Mike Sindler in the house. Mike, how are you doing today, my friend?
Oh, man, yes, as always, great to be here. Yeah, I just want to shout out to no, I won't. I'll wait. I'm not going to do any damn shouting out. What I'm going to do first, though, is Trisha she forced me to do one of these Otis poems that she's big on. So this is an Otis poem, and I call it If We Are to Heal. He is a creature of stunted, ill-formed limbs, his growling a mere affectation of strength. His bulging yellow eyes gleam with madness. He looks to a rabid fox as a demented oracle. He is not mean-spirited, for he has no spirit, only a callous, soulless husk of animation, split open like a lightning-struck burnt oak, to reveal rot blackened by smoke's fetid wisps. Who knows where his decency is hidden, a mystery unsolved by even the wisest crone. He is a pestilent parasite, and we are stricken. If we are to heal, we can no longer stay silent. And that's, what words did she give me? Limbs, growling, madness, oracle, mean-spirited, callous, oak, wisp, hidden, crone, stricken, and silent. So I had to deal with all that. If you don't like it, take it up with her. That being said, I will stay sort of, I'll stay with the general feeling. A sonnet. It's called Imperious. Though kings by imperious whim may rule, wielding reckless force devoid of wisdom, power will slip from those advised by fools to crush subjects beneath a heavy thumb. A lack of empathy can make one cruel. Narcissism unchecked leaves spirit numb. Villains will use flattery as a tool, advance schemes to which vanity succumbs. Stubborn as the proverbial mule, bristling at the slightest criticism, scoundrel-stoked hubris is disastrous fuel. Hallucination replaces vision. Oppression leads to pandemonium, revolt the inevitable outcome. And by revolt, I was not referring to the one that just happened, but to the righteous one that happened earlier. And I'm just going to do this. What the hell? Something a little different than what I normally do. As I think I mentioned before, I've been divorced for like 20 years, but my wife is still pretty excellent. And this is a poem I wrote based on this photograph right here. It's called Svetlana in School Uniform. A photograph is a moral decision taken in 1/8 of a second. Salman Rushdie from The Ground Beneath Her Feet. Isolated against the plain white background, her image, a range of grays, is captured on Takma film by the old Moskva camera. Her straw blonde hair parted slightly to the left, flowing down in loose shoulder-length waves, one eyebrow slightly cocked with confident nonchalance. Her eyes gaze softly towards, but not at, the lens, sparkling with innocence. Her plump lips slightly parted, a hint of teeth exposed, her fresh cheeks full, her skin soft and unblemished, except for the mole on her neck, a dark dot against the pale flesh, under the proud, firm jawline. The wide, rounded collar, white over black, the black rectangle and thick white border of the uniform, not unlike a mage uniform, with a badge firmly pinned near the heart, some good Soviet virtue rewarded, no doubt. Precious child, little Makba girl, yet not yet imagining where the future will lead her, thousands of miles from her Russian motherland. Okay, I'll that's probably, I think y'all probably had enough of me at this point. So I just want to, yes, now I will call out Marissa because I was at Nuyo earlier tonight, and I had to leave really quickly, so she was nice and switched places with me so I could go ahead and do my thing there, and I really appreciate that. And the reason I had to leave is because I just started another class at Lighthouse Writers Center, which is what I'm going to plug right now, lighthousewriters.org. And yeah, I just started a neat little 8-week course there, and there are all kinds of courses and workshops and one-day things and events. They have like this queer creative and a writing in color outreach things that are free pro things. So there's all kinds of neat stuff there. And yeah, so y'all should give it a check, and I'll put that in the chat. So thank y'all very much.
Woo!
Thank you, Mike. Awesome, man. And thanks for sharing that last one. Yeah, I like that you changed it up. That was touching. I like. Yo, what's up?
Oh, can I put on the hat? I forgot to put on the hat.
You've got to at least, yeah, you got to put on the hat at least to say goodbye.
No, I got to put on the hat. This is actually on the 15th is my favorite musician of all time's birthday, Don Van Vliet, better known as Captain Beefheart. And we were having this really long after party after Java Speaks the other night, and we were just getting wild and singing and dancing and doing all kinds of crazy things. And Dane actually pulled this up, one of my all-time faves, and he was reciting it. So I thought I would recite it for you. This is Pachuco Cadaver. A squid eating dough in a polyethylene bag is fast and bulbous. Got me? When she wears her bolero, then she begin to dance. All the Pachucos start with holding hands. When she drives her Chevy, sissies don't dare to glance. Yellow jackets and red devils buzzing round her hair, hive-ho. She wears her past like a present. Take her fancy in the past. Her sedan skims along the floorboard, her two pipes humming carbon come. Got her wheel out of a B-29 bomber, Brody knob amber, Spanish fringe and talcum tassels forever amber. She looks like an old squaw Indian. She's 99, she won't go down. Avocado green and alfalfa yellow adorn her to the ground. Tattoos and tarnished utensils, a snow white bag full of tunes, drives a cartoon around. Broma Seltzer blue umbrella keeps her up off the ground. Round red sombreros wrap her high tap horsey shoes. When she unfolds her umbrella, Pachucos got the blues. Her loving makes me so happy, if I smiled, I'd crack my chin. Her eyes are so peaceful, thinks it's heaven she been. Her skin is as smooth as the daisies in the center where the sun shines in. Smiles as sweet as honey. Her teeth as clean as the combs where the bees go in. Who she walks, flowers surround her. Let their nectar come into the air around her. She loves, her love sticks out like stars. Her lovin' stick out like stars.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate
Thank
that.
y'all very much.
I think I saw somebody make a post about one of those
Great
after parties.
voice, yeah.
Hell yeah. Mike, you know what? Since I mentioned it, I'm gonna show you guys the video really quick, just because it's kind of inspiration. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so maybe I'm just looking at it through rose tinted glasses. But awesome, Mike. Thank you. Lighthousewriters.org. Awesome organization. Check out those workshops. Let me see. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna share this video with you guys really quick. Okay, here we go. Gotta make sure to do it the right way. Here we go. Thumbs up for rock and roll. This is what I was talking about after Patty performed.
I feel.
Do you feel alive?
I feel happy of myself.
I feel happy of yourself too. What do you got? Any words of wisdom? What about for all the other kids trying to learn how to ride their bike? Can you say anything to them?
Everybody, I know you can believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will know how to ride a bike. If you don't, you just keep practicing. You will get the hang of it, I know it. If you keep practicing, you will get the hang of it, and then you can get better and better at it if you do it.
Give me some thumbs up.
Thumbs up, everybody!
All right.
For rock and roll!
Yeah, that's that's one of my favorites. It's just kind of wholesome. Thumbs up for rock and roll. And
Future world leader there.
Yeah,
Rock and roll.
We all know that.
Still
that
so young.
feeling. So I had to share it just because you know, we got that vibe. Anyway, let's keep going though. We got lots of peeps and we got the return of Marissa Brada. You've been getting a lot of shout outs recently today and last time as well. Marissa, what's up? Welcome back.
What is up, Richie? What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Thanks for having me.
Marissa!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn it! Here. Otherwise, I would just get a laugh and it's gonna just distract me. Oh, okay. So, no, I'm so glad to be back, and I'm very, very excited that I'm only 4 hours away from you guys. So, I have some friends, some poet friends, talking about starting to do a tour when the world opens back up. El Paso, Albuquerque, Denver, and perhaps Phoenix too. So I'll keep you guys posted if we want to actually, like, you know, meet in person one of these days. Would be awesome. But okay, so I have two pieces for you tonight. This first piece is kind of short. It's something I wrote a couple years ago. It's titled B and E. Say I miss you, long for you, appall you, condemn you, can finally breathe without you. My chest expands, but my heart cannot. My eyes are dry, but my body is not. It screams for you even now. Hollowed, hallowed squalls from the dark place inside where you reign over me. I long for those lying lips, your warm, sweet residue still awake in my mouth. For you broke the pressure lid of this life. It tore through me, between us, across those white sheets in bright afternoon sun. You prized my body from memories that forgot to remember life, touch, skin, man. You spilled me across yourself to perish as a coffee table stain, that dull ring you only recall because you cannot cure it or be moved in any way towards me, only the moments that steal bits of our breath, looted from this life. So that was the first one. This is the second one. I'm gonna give you a trigger warning on this. I mean, it's not like we're at an open mic. It should be a trigger warning enough, right? I mean, this is the whole point. Maybe a trigger warning for suicide. So I wrote a chapbook when my best friend decided to take her own life in October of 2019. And last October was the 1-year anniversary. I wrote a chapbook, and this was the poem I wrote on the anniversary, that first year anniversary. Is titled 365. This day, 365 sunrises ago. I was driving to work at this exact time, 8:28 a.m. behind the city coroner van. I remembered it turned up your street, but really didn't think much of it then. Work was good, lunch was good, getting the kids from school was good. Didn't think much about how you hadn't called me back yet, or text me back yet, or laughed at that online post yet. Dinner came and went when my phone finally rang. Yep, that was the call we all fear, a call I knew before I knew you were gone. Crystal is dead, was all you said. Your voice rattled around my skull, breaking loose pieces of my brain as I strained to breathe, buckled at the knees. I lost my body in disbelief. She took her own life, you eventually said. No, this cannot be right. She said that would never happen. Nausea navigated like a champion through my core as illness coursed through the living particles of my breath. I called your phone. Your voicemail chimed, and I knew before I knew you were gone. No way had you used that gun. I'd asked you about that months ago. You said absolutely no, I could never do that. Maybe that drunken slice to your arm so many years ago now finally decided deeper could dictate death, challenge God. But no one saw this coming, that pink-plated small caliber calling you home. Cold in your hand, full glass of vodka still on the nightstand as you loaded that one fingernail size, fuck you, I just want the pain to stop bullet that founded your freedom, my beautiful friend. Even as I stood in your room, in the exact place your body fell, smell of death defied by the sage crackling in my hand, I felt comfort among your things. And why wasn't I here? Why didn't she call? Why didn't I take the gun? Why didn't I do more? Why couldn't she have just stayed? Just one more day, I pleaded to God. What good was I if I couldn't even save her, I thought back then. When regret eroded smiles, denial swindled healing, and the relentless questions called to order a courtroom of judgmental self-loathing. Now, I see the sun will not cease its rise as the current of time will ever press on. You have done what you have done to forge an imperfect path towards forgiveness, to leave us all realizing the temporary nature of our time here, to remember the pain with the pleasure so that we may remember. We are still here. We are still alive. We are still going to fight.
Ooh, wow. Yes.
Damn.
You're right. That preface there.
Yeah,
Thanks for
was.
sharing.
Oh my God.
These are spaces, right? Like you said, Marissa, where we just let it out there, and it helps. So and then for any of us who've experienced similar, so thank you. Wow, freaking powerful. So you've just barely started coming to these, but you've been around. You have your own events. How can we connect with those, attend those, connect with you, so we can like learn more about them and your writing, hear more of your writing?
You're so awesome, Richie. No, I'm so thankful for this platform. So I'm on Facebook, Marissa Prada. I'm on IG, Prada Painting and Poetry. I author Poetography 505 on Facebook, and I co-author The Word Is Right, WRITE. I'll drop the links in the chat, but absolutely come. I mean, I every time I come, I'm going to try to do something different for you guys. So thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. And once I think travel seems more of a thing, and doing live shows, I definitely look forward to that kind of interconnection. I've always wanted to work more with Albuquerque. I'm always like hitting up Zachary Cluckman, like, hey, how can we collaborate more on stuff? And Albuquerque.
So now
I've
you
always
can
looked up
hit
to.
me up too, right? I
And
mean,
The Word Is
and
Right,
I
yeah.
love Zach. What they're doing in Mindful Poetry is so amazing, right?
Yeah.
We're doing a lot. There's a lot that's going to be happening here in the Southwest as the world opens up. So
That's right. We're like, you pay attention to us now. All right, now's the time to start.
it's huge.
Clicking over.
It's
Hell yeah.
huge. Yes.
Appreciate that, man. That was some energy. Hell yeah. Okay, thank you, Marissa. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and we got some peeps. I think we got some time. We missed Carla, cool artist Carla. She'll be back. She's gonna do some violin. She used to do open mics all the time back in the day when we were at the Percolator. But right now, let's see, who do we have? Oh, we have Nico Silva, the not brother of Jeremy. He's gonna talk about relational architecture. Always fascinating. I'm always interested where Nico's going to take us this time around. Are you here with us, man?
Yeah, I am. I was actually going on a walk, which was really nice to hear everyone's performances while walking.
Cool.
So if you could allow me to share the screen if it already isn't.
I've already got you, man.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Nice walk.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not like breathing too hard. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, can you all see that?
Yeah, border tuner.
Yes, so I'm going to be reading an excerpt from Performance Research, the journal, while having the images of border tuner. And so this is Utterance 4, Relational Architecture by Rafael Lozano Hemmer, who is the person that helmed the border tuner project in the US-Mexico border. And actually this idea to perform this came from Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady was in Ratatouille the musical. And I obviously had to go back to Whose Line Is It Anyway? Because that was like such a moment in my life, like realizing that improvisation was like a skill, and if you could do it really well, it could lead to a lot of amazing insights and amazing performances and things like that. So one of the things that I guess improvisation or people that rap will be like, oh, audience, give me some words, and then someone will be like, dog, rat, blah blah blah, and then they'll make a rap about it. So in that sense, I was like, let me think of a word or a phrase that I could research and perform something about for tonight. And that for some reason was relational architecture. It just literally came to my brain. Don't ask me why, but this is Utterance 4, Relational Architecture by Rafael Lozano Hemmer. Relational architecture can be defined as the technological actualization of buildings and public spaces with alien memory. Relational architecture disorganizes the master narratives of a building by adding and subtracting audiovisual elements to affect it, effect it, and recontextualize it. Relational buildings have audience-activated hyperlinks to predetermined spatiotemporal settings that may include other buildings, other political or aesthetic contexts, other histories, or other physics. Virtual architecture could be differentiated from relational architecture in that the former is based on simulation while the latter is based on dissimulation. Virtual buildings are data constructs that strive for realism, asking a participant to suspend disbelief and play along with the environment. Relational buildings, on the other hand, are real buildings, pretending to be something other than themselves, masquerading as that which they might become, asking participants to suspend faith and probe, interact, and experiment with the false construct. Virtual architecture tends to miniaturize buildings to the participant scale, while relational architecture amplifies the participant to the building scale, or emphasizes the relationship between urban and personal scale. In this sense, virtual architecture tends to dematerialize the body, while relational architecture tends to dematerialize the environment. Virtual and relational architectures are not opposing practices, nor are they mutually exclusive. They are similar in that both are largely participant-centered, computer-generated, and less expensive, permanent, sheltering, and territorial than physical architecture. They are also fundamentally perspectivist. There is always a self-acknowledged point of view which underlines the partiality and performativity of the construction. In both virtual and relational architecture, the increasingly irrelevant notion of the site-specific, which becomes an oxymoron in our age of non-location, is replaced by the notion of the relationship-specific. And I think I'll end it there because people love to hear about relational architecture.
All right, on, man. Yeah, that's a cool pic. That's from the website bordertuner.net. Okay.
Yeah,
that was,
here's another image.
Yeah, so if you guys if some of you guys are tuning in and are not familiar, this was a cross international installation between El Paso and Juarez. Those light beams were on different sides of the border, and for a whole week there were different events of people speaking through one of the things that they had was the microphone, and so people speaking through it on both ends could communicate with each other, and the light would kind of move with your voice. It would react to people's voices. That was one of the aspects of it. I think there was also another site where you can feel someone's pulse, their heartbeat, from who, if they put their hand on a device on the other side, you could hear their pulse. Very cool project. Kit mentioned it in the chat, but several of us did actually get to share poetry on one of the nights there, which was super awesome. One of the coolest stages. Yeah, thanks, Nico.
Thank you all.
Dig it, man. And really quick before you go off, how can we connect with you and your ideas, man?
Well, kind of everything's in a secret book, in a cage, underground, or I don't know. But I'm probably going to start producing more because I'm going to be taking a class at UTEP just for funsies. But I do have a social work account, so it's my name, or my given name is Nicolas Silva, but I go by Nico Silva. So it's Nico Silva SW for social work. And that's just kind of like a social work account and just posting stuff like that. Don't really post poetry or anything like that, but definitely talking about creativity and things like that. So thank you all so much for performing, and you all have a great night.
Yeah, man, you too. Thanks for being part of this. You always dropping some info as well, man. So thank you. Let's see. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and keep going. We're gonna get some hip hop in here. We got our friend from Las Cruces. Carl is in the house. I'm looking at your stage name, Zephyrion. I want to make sure I get that right.
Zephyrion, Ziph, Z, however. It doesn't
Z, Zephyrion. Hell yeah, man. I saw you started in the YouTube channel, but you're here with us today, and
yeah, I've been
I'm glad you finally made it.
It's finally the first time I've actually done getting this out, and in this case I'm actually going to be performing something that I'm working on that's new. So.
Right on, man.
And,
As we like to
it's
say at the
not
mic.
out
New
yet.
shit.
Like,
New shit, yeah.
So I actually have 2 mixtapes out already on like Spotify and all the platforms and all that stuff. And so this is something that I haven't released yet. I haven't even recorded yet in the studio, but this is gonna be on one of the next couple of mixtapes. And so, just real quick, I just want to verify that y'all can hear this properly. Is that coming through?
Yeah, hear it.
Okay, cool. So this one, I call Sweet Tea and Lemonade. Okay. Somewhere between the Huxtables with Lunchables, don't get into it, it'll make this really uncomfortable. No need to throw hands, but I'm still known to punch a hole with surgical precision. I stitch 'em up, you good to go. I know it stings, but you're so strong and beautiful. The pain is only temporary, and we've already set the bone. And I'll be here to see you through it, you are not alone. And you are always on my mind everywhere I go. And yeah, it sucks to be in traction, stomach burning from the acid. Who would have ever thought the good times never lasted? It's madness. But take the downtime as a blessing, bro, just take it slow. Just know I got you even after all the questionables, no question, bro. Yeah, we all do dumb things at times, at least the damage ain't irreparable. Just make sure you get your water, rest and eat your vegetables, and I'll take care of you until the day that you can do it on your own. This, that, hardship for peace and joy, that love is immeasurable. Just take a little time to grow and search your soul. We'll cut the cast and burn it whole. No disrespect with this one, but did you learn your lesson? No, I doubt it. I know your thoughts are cloudy. It must be getting crowded living in that glass palace. Joe Don, hope nobody does something childish while the royalty is set to bring the whole thing crashing down around us. Who knows, man? I'm just spitting strategies to keep you on your toes, man. Casting magic with your balls rose and hot fire like the Human Torch, or else a spit of force that leaves you blue frostbitten and frozen. It's cold out. Young lady, where your clothes at? Like Andy, where my shirt, soccer goes that. Mini golf, let the head shirt load up. Never mind the sets hanging like 64. Bet they just rolled up. Like hold up, when did I become the grown up? Built a cross, made it from the chips on my shoulder. Always at a loss, taking hits, tried to close up. Mine's a desktop with too many open folders full of stupid. Whatever, just another wrench to add to the toolkit. I am the specs with the blueprint. I'm dripping like it's humid. I'm getting on my grind like a dark slide. Cool it. I'm coming for the rings like I'm dark side. Foolish. The notes I'm bringing about to snap reality and to quit. But the reality is I'm quite foolish. But when I craft my bars, you see the master in the student. When I cast my dice, roll the 20s and go through it. All praise that God raised the bar, so Carl is my +2. And that's all you gotta do, kid.
Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
That was dope.
Oh man, you got muted somehow. You got accidentally got muted.
Yeah, so that's one of them. That's Sweet Tea and Lemonade. I got like a whole 4 tracks that I'm actually gonna be like 4 or 5 that I'm gonna be recording and then dropping here within the next month's like time period. So yeah, and if you go ahead. Sorry.
No, sweet man. Yeah. Were you gonna drop another one or?
I can give you one more. Actually, I got the one for you.
All right, cool. Yeah. Go and do that, and then we'll talk about your stuff online.
Okay, give me a second. Let me grab the beat here real quick.
Now, when we
danger.
Out to the red, white, and wild blue yonder. Like I'm trekking through the desert on a John Deere. You got like 5 billion cousins, just one deer. And Tio's at like every party, folded like a lawn chair. Watch out for the kids trying to catch us. Keep your wine near me. Hope if you still a drink, the chart clears long air. People in the kitchen with the cards playing big, which is serious. Space for the inventive and straight up delirious. If you don't know the game, just watch and go where the kids sit. You really think you get it? You really think you gifted? Like you can see the signs, but I really think you missed it. Observe a couple thousand years until you get the bidding.
How do you like it?
We boiling up the pot, crab legs and the big shrimp, a few crawfish for the authentic. Come gather round, bow your head, say grace, time to dig, and the chunk flies by, never misses. When we were kids, it's like this happened every Christmas. Our summer break, like how could you forget this? I missed this, like where did this all go? When did we give up our giving? Trapped in a dream, we lost the forest for the benches. Be so afraid to get caught up our hand, and he forgot about the witness that's within him. Lost all the love and joy we came in the game with in the beginning. Well, I'm here now, and the flame's lit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice,
Woo!
man. Sick beats. Like the flow.
Very nice.
Yes, thank you. And so, I guess because I know what's coming next, right? I've been, but so Zifrion, ZYPHRI0N. Zeros because I'm hollow inside. Skinny Fat Prince, the Snack King. Don't mind me, diabetic with the nervous eating habit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I do. I also do game development. Look, Have My Coalition Gaming. I stream on Twitch TV, but if Zifrion on any platform, pretty much at this point you'll find me. So
oh yeah, man.
Check out my Instagram. I cook good.
Instagram, you got Spotify, YouTube. Check out the Twitch stream. I love it, man. I'm glad you made it today. Welcome back anytime. Man.
I am too. This is the first time I've actually like performed something like live like this. So for me, this was actually a big icebreaker, and I'm actually planning on doing more with this. Like I like music and I like writing and Hey.
Perfect, man. Perfect. I love hearing that. I love to hear that. We definitely want to hear more of your writing, more of your music. Dope, man. Definitely gonna go back and give those another listen, and definitely check you out on Spotify. I've been trying to. One of my goals is to listen to as much music and listen to a lot of new music. I'm using Spotify and YouTube to do that. Trying to find something new every day. So appreciate you making it on. That's super cool. Speaking of music, we have one of our favorite musicians up next, and been doing a cool experiment of sharing songs every day, which is a really cool way to just interact with someone, share like prompts, a song with if your favorites or a song with a color in the title, like one of those 30-day challenges. It's fun. Anyway, Christine is here, I think, right? Christine, are you here with us?
Hi.
Sorry, I laugh because it always feels like a seance, and I always say she's here among us. I sense her presence.
Hi, Christine.
Funny. Hello. How are you guys? How is everybody? Hi. So today I wanted to play a song, and it's called Vivir Mi Vida by Mark Anthony, and so yes, here we go.
Vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a vivir, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. A veces llega la lluvia para limpiar las heridas, a veces solo una gota puede vencer la sequía. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si así es la vida, hay que vivirla. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena y se olvida. La 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a vivir el momento para encontrar el destino. Voy a escuchar en silencio para encontrar el camino. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena y se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena se olvida. La 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida. La 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. La 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 la.
Fantastic.
Damn, it was so good. You just put that
It's
together
one
today?
of my favorite songs. I love it. I'm so glad you sang it.
Awesome.
Oh man, yeah, that's so good. You were working on this today, like really?
Beautiful.
Oh my
Yeah, I felt very nervous. I was like extremely nervous today. I was like, oh my god, like very scared, very scared.
No, that's awesome. Lots of love. You got like some roommate requests now. I don't blame them. You know, getting to hear you practice and everything. Heck yeah. That's why I probably had like 10 roommates when I was practicing saxophone all the time over the years. Cool. Was that it? I don't know if you had another one prepared or some words or.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's another one I could do. There's
I mean, you already know what we're all gonna say. And even if I said no, like there'd be a mutiny on board, and
I don't know, or maybe
People
like
would-
at the end I should probably practice it because
Oh, okay,
like
yeah.
I think maybe at the end because I need to practice it.
Okay, you're like I don't know it. I'm gonna learn it right now. Give me like 5 minutes.
You should
Okay.
do Corazón Espinado. Oh, that would be good. Corazón Espinado. Vamos.
Corazón. That's a good one.
Nada,
alright, cool,
miren,
yeah,
las
maybe-
acá, like a Santana con Santana. Right?
Holy shit.
Boom, I love it.
But you would do it
Maybe-
from like the female point of view. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, we gotta work on that one, right? Cool. We'll go ahead and maybe get you on to close the show. If you want, that'd be kind of cool. I'm sure everyone would love that. I know I would. So really quick, just for people listening, watching, how can we connect with you online? I know you got a YouTube channel and you've been posting videos on Facebook. How can we link up if people desire to do so?
Thank you. I connect mostly with I think the best way to connect with people is on Facebook for me right now, and you can find me with my name Christine Ponce Diaz, and also the YouTube channel's the same, Christine Ponce Diaz.
Perfect. Yeah, just like that. CPD at the place to be. Okay, let's keep it going. We got we're gonna go to San Francisco. You heard his name dropped a little earlier. We have Dane Ince in the house. out of San Fran. Welcome back, Dane. How are you? Go and make some noise as we get him to the stage.
Woo, 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 woo! All right, Dane.
Oh man, I don't know if I can live that down.
Woo! Iron Tiger, woo!
Right. It's Eddie the Charmer Fireman. Okay, look, I have two things that I want to do. One of them is a cover, and this one I've had for a while, but I don't think I've done it here. It's called Inner Outer. I hope to see the amber alter the way the blind kiss it with their fingers, the shine of sun through window, ghosts residing nearby, the spirit of the host guides, the home of the resting crystal. After you talk, I cannot stop crying. I was ashamed of what I had done, asking you for the largest slice of pie. You sliced a piece of your heart and put it on a plate, smiling human grace. I hope I was not selfish, but I was. I see only a little of what you have been through. Fly like arrows stabbing wounds, the final beheading making martyr of you, you saint, you smile when you step off out. But I saw you like you were before, when you were in prison, praying, lashed with stones and thrown in the lake, tortured, tormented. Still, you would not break. Still, you were true. A week in the furnace, the flame not burning, the song and spirit of you. You find a way to come fully free yourself right on through. They tried to ruin the sailing ship of your body, chopping down your mask, cutting out what they thought made you defiant woman. And still they did not learn that you are in the image of, and no mortal kills God. When you boiled in the soup before I knew how you were, then I felt so honored in a holy way. You sleep on dirty shirts on the floor. You see, I love here. It is you here and the constellation you bring, the constellation here of my own. I love it here. Here I am, trunk of desperation tricks. Pity is currency of a negative value. The whole is there wholly. I do not even cry about it anymore. I do not know how to be. I do not know what to do. Everyone is more than me, the me of nothing. I gave away all the midway tickets. Now I am stupid. Even adolescent memory just terrorizes me. I know even though the excuse, I wobble off into inner outer space. The next one is a cover poem by a well-known poet here, Marissa Prada. Master self, stay or go, then or now. My thoughts twisted like an orange trash bag tie around a leaky plastic bag of shit. I have no resolve, no muscle to muster, only madness of another empty bottle bobbing in a black ocean of lies. You see, I'm my own worst enemy. Doctor not so strange, love estranged, gone down like a sacramental wafer from the fingers of a pedophile, choking down salvation, sins of masturbation. Drowning in the needs of my own wasteland body. You see, I need to liberate my Luca Libre panties and dare to fuck again. Dare to let another stare at the cloak I wear as skin again. I say, you can. She says, don't you dare. Guzzling the generational trauma my mother never had the balls to change. Rapid, passive, persistent persuasion, the pussification of the pussy. Why should I not reach for myself? Why should I not consider myself still alive? You see, there's still the beat of a heart flailing like goldfish swallowed in my groin. I feel them from time to time, the wiggle and jiggle, poetic nipples. Please lick them, for I do not want to die this way. My shirt comes off, my pants comes off, my panties. Well, those are not for me. They're for you. If you can answer this tiny little question, how do you work a dildo? Thank you.
Yeah.
That was so good, Sid. I loved it. I loved it.
Damn.
Next best thing to the owner's manual, huh?
Thank you for the
So great, my friend. I'm humbled that you wanted to read it.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. If I could just figure out how to operate the dildo.
All right, man.
Depends how many speeds it has.
Yeah, I know. Gotta
Well, I know where I'm not going to stay when I go visit San Francisco.
We got our travel plans underway.
You might like it, G. You never know. You might be your thing.
I think he
Don't
would,
knock it till you try it.
he would love it.
First time. Yeah. Dane, how can we find you online and connect with you? And if anything you'd like to promote.
Oh yeah, at 2019 DMI on Insta. Also 2/14/2021. I'm going to be working with some folks doing St. Valentine's mascara. That should be easy enough to just, there's a Facebook live event for that and stuff. So just keep your eyes peeled. St. Valentine's Day mascara, 2/14, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, that should be a blast.
Hell yeah! All right, yeah, we'll look out for that. I love the title, very creative. Awesome, man. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you did make it on. I know there were a couple times where we missed you, but you know we're here every week. So if you can't make it one week, come back the next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Dane, and that's cool. I always love it when people get to cover each other's poems. It's a kind of a fun thing that I think a lot of us have been doing now for a little while. So yeah, great thing.
Did you like those Lucha Libre panties? So funny.
Oh man, who's following this up? We gotta. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're actually gonna stay on the West Coast. We got Sandy Shakes in the house from East Los. We got Sandy. Are you here with us? Let's see. I see your name. Hello.
Hold on, let me get this thing working. Holy guacamole. Okay. All right. I just have two short ones. Hey, okay, there we are. Okay. All right, let's do it. Okay, first one. I see her madness. She gave birth to every weak cell, every doubt, every reason why I hate to love her fragile foundation in my life. My mother, a broken darkness with traits that genetically enhance my own madness. I don't want it, Mama. Let me be free. I do not claim this anxiety. You wove it into my infant blanket, but did not ask my consent. I do not remember when my brain decided it would hold me hostage. But why did you not get me a negotiator? I would have stepped off the ledge. I would have thrown this mental cage into the abyss. I fell in my 20s to a shell of me. Were you proud that I was finally more fragile than you? Or were you mourning for the gladiator daughter that switched roles with you, that you could hand life's troubles to? I did my best raising you, but you handed me an anxious card deck. I've spoken to the best. I've been medicated by the worst, played around and chased pills that made me float on imaginary escalators. If there was more substances for me to mix, I wouldn't be here anymore. That's when my dark humor came in. Psychiatrists love a good crazy joke. It makes the session less personal and more entertaining so that when they charge, they can say it wasn't boring. Now, I don't pay for someone to sit and listen to my stand-up anymore. I share it freely, but the amounts of thoughts are accompanied by full soundtracks, loud, fast, slow, and soft. I know my brain works in mysterious ways, but I'd wish it would let me know when the game is gonna let me focus. I don't get a heads up, so I perform on a whim and wait. I wait for the day when my art takes care of me. I search for the calmness that I can call my mother, who can hold my head and help me sit still. My art has waited in the rain for me, and on those nights we sit.
Sandy.
I got one more. Let's do it. I just scribbled this one. Okay. For my brothers, my cousins, my kings, let's have a conversation on the art of approaching the female. May you approach her in a royal way. Let's pretend we were all dressed up on pebblestone walkways. Back when you covered your crown with some kind of well-made hat, cap, or carefully parted hair. When you excused yourself for bumping her shoulder, covered in a long sleeve, high collared dress, there was so much mystery. But even if the fabric was transparent, you would rather sacrifice your tongue than describe her body parts in a jazz song. Let's make it cool again to open doors. Not only when you want her to tell her mother that it happened for her, but every single Tuesday when you deliver unexpected roses. Let's make it dope again to let her come first in every sense of the word. Let her arrive to a place where you already have a ticket train to, but are riding slowly like you are studying the machinery. Back when you checked your pockets for a pocket watch that would tell you it was love's time, a simpler time, no phones flashing lights. It was her smile that brightened up that horse and carriage type of night. For my fellas trying to let her know that it goes beyond the human need for touch. I see y'all trying to write a letter on the lost material called paper. Please remember how far messages and bottles traveled. Take your shot, but play it like a tournament, because cheap shots are exciting, but the judges know at the end of the fight that you were the bigger coward. Take us back before DMs, when gentlemen showed up in person, not in black and white, twisted, texted intentions. Thank you.
Oh snap! That was great. You know, you're another like we miss you for a week and it just feels forever. We miss you. Sandy Shakes, awesome. How can we connect with you online and follow your awesome humor and stories and all that? I enjoy it.
Thank you. Sandy Shakes _ the mic on Instagram. I post my stuff on there.
Yeah, I was muted by accident. I'm so sorry. It's okay. I wasn't saying anything foreign. Just giving you praise, awesome praise. Thank you, Sandy. You made it. You made it happen. So yeah, be on the lookout on the chat there, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, you're always welcome. You gotta make it. You know, like I said, we miss it when you miss it. Okay, let's see. We got a couple more peeps. I want to get them on. Sandy Shakes _ the mic. Give it a follow. Awesome stuff. We've also featured you on one of our fresh cuts, little snippets of these open mics, and I'm gonna try and get a little bit more on that, and I'm gonna try and do like a kind of like a live version of that too this year. But again, more on that later as it goes on. All right, let's keep going. Next up, we got someone who's been very valuable to this whole thing. I never thought, but you know, sometimes I kind of do need a break, and so it's nice to be able to hand over the hosting hat and cap and duties. And she kills it every time. She has a really awesome manuscript that is soon to be published, and you guys already know it's fire. Let's go and welcome the poet Khan Fire to the stage.
And valuable is an understatement.
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, you are all so awesome. I want to do something a little different for y'all tonight. So just work. I'm giving you some voice work tonight. Cancer. Cancer. A Pyrrhic victory. Here's the sum of it all. I won't have another baby. I finally found my purpose, and the rat lives here. I'm diseased and mangled. My cells perform against me, and I have nowhere to run. I stand on my porch screaming obscenities to the four-legged intruder. What the fuck? I tried to make it ruder and ruder every time. What was once a home is now resembling an insane asylum, but it's mine. My house, my mouse, my legacy, my story, my glory, my losing, this bruising I've done to me. She can't take it anymore. Literally, they are going to take my womb from me. It's been unhealthy for close to a decade. Around my heart, I need to build a barricade. I need a new fitting for this chastity belt. Hell, in so many ways, I'm a favored failure. I never signed a waiver. Never signed up for a story of glory and gore. Well, obviously, I did. This is not what I came here for. Take the lie. I don't want it anymore. Here's the truth. I calculated an ending that was never appreciated. He told me, sit right here. So I waited and waited and waited until waiting was my only choice. Hate my commitment to his fraudulent voice. I hide waiting, compulsively masturbating to deal with the depression causing continual urinary tract infections for years. My obsession over love has left me stranded and barren. DJ, Michael, Willie, Aaron, Marcus, Kaylin, JR, Q, they are just a few who left their memory and inevitably a carcass with me. I cannot give my husband a baby. And his commitment to me, well, it depends on how you look at the glass. If I could, I would take this ass, this smile, this charming personality, this mountain of sexuality and hand it to you if you promise me you'll go back there and get me a man that'll stay. If I could take it back, I might not have laid on my back this and that time. HPV, they are going to take my womb from me. Ran to hide under my baby's wings. I pray he doesn't want for things that I cannot give him. Something I threw away. Something I did not appreciate, but it's over. It's the past. It hurts so fucking bad, but it's the process. It's this peace that I have that I don't understand. How can any man see past this pretty? Long enough to deal with a continual unveiling of this reality, a Pyrrhic victory. I didn't listen. I didn't do what they told me to do, and now I have one choice only, to live. Thank you. That'll be all I'll do tonight, please, if I could. Thank y'all for your time and your love.
Awesome. Poet Khan.
That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Yeah.
Brave.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Oh, you take care.
Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Poet Khan always coming, hitting that emotional depth. You take your time and you make sure everything is heard and stressed and felt. I love it. Okay, cool. I had to make some adjustments here to the list, but yeah, you can find her online. I guess I can ask you really quick. You're still here. How can we follow you online? If someone isn't
I'll
already?
type it. I'm so sorry. I'll type it here in the chat, my Instagram, and I'm also on Facebook as Erica Tilly, and I'm on Instagram as Poet Con Rossfire, and I'll type it in there. So follow me, I follow back. Thank y'all, and I love y'all.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. Okay, cool. I had to. Let's see. I have Amit here, but I think he's charging his laptop. I don't know. Do you need more time, or did you want to go up next, Amit?
I'll go next.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me see. Where are you? Everyone's starting in like with no video, so it's like harder to find you guys. Everyone's being sneaky today. Yeah. Okay. Cool. The next up we have our friend Amit G. He's a real G. He's gonna share some poetry and some storytelling as always. Hey man, good to have you back.
Thank you. Today's show was amazing, man. Like every day. Good music. The Mark
Totally.
Anthony song was pretty cool.
Uh-oh. Hey man, your smoke detector.
Oh yeah. I still haven't fixed it yet.
Yeah, no, I can't unhear it now. Like once someone brings it up, like that's all I'll hear. So it's some poetry accompanied by smoke detector.
It's kind of going to stay. It's background music. I guess I will have only one poem today. One. Trumpsters charge our home. Police, nonplussed and overwhelmed, let them run amok. Mob wants country back. Real Americans stake their claim. Too much diversity. Black men run away. Cops run after them, guns drawn. Screams, shoots, bodies fall. Mob wants country back. Real Americans stake the claim. Many shades of color. Brown men toil the fields. ICE arrives to arrest them. No one wants the work. Mob wants country back. Real Americans stake the claim. Too much diversity. Black and brown ladies doing job no one wants. Cops won't let them be. Mob wants country back. Real Americans take the claim. Too much diversity. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Dig it. Man, everyone's going with like the mystery theme today. Yeah. Snap your fingers. Make some noise for Amit and his smoke detector. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. There you are. Oh, majestic. I need to come up with your own theme song too, like the Terminator. Because of that one story I told a long time ago.
Richie, we're going to start working on the publication, Richie.
Yes, that is a priority now. Yeah, you want to talk about that really quick? Life in the Time.
Since April, May of last year, it's been already a year, huh? Almost 9 months, that we have started this project called Life in the Time, where we are collecting stories and creative inputs based on this weird time that we are going through, and it's morphing and changing. And one of the things that we are planning to do is in the spring of this year, starting now, we're going to start to put a book together, a digital publication together, so that we can have that ready by summer, by the time all this COVID stuff hopefully passes. And so we are still taking submissions. For those who haven't submitted, then I'm going to put the website in the chat. And so if you want to submit something, please feel to do so. And Richie and I are going to, with some other folks, going to edit and bring this out sometime in the late spring, early summer. And if anybody wants to look for me, I'm in Facebook under my name. So I'll just give you my name. I use Instagram, but not very often. But I'm on Facebook a lot more. Okay, thanks.
Cool, man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Amit in the house. I mentioned the Terminator theme song because of like an incident all the way back in the day when we featured a theater group and a riot almost escalated in our venue. And I've told this story before to a lot of you, but you know, it was pretty much like a skit. But yeah, Amit was ready to like to throw down. He was ready to like shut that up really quickly. So we started calling him the Terminator after that. You know, if somebody goes too long, or back in the days, this was when I wasn't hosting, I would just kind of attend and check it out. So yeah, check it out. Life in the Time publications. It's a cool way to just get a cool online publication. We are going to be working on that. And if you're interested, just message me or stick around for the after party. We got a couple more peeps I want to get on before we continue. Let's see. Yeah. And also, I'm reading the YouTube chats, by the way. I kind of stopped giving shout-outs to everyone who's there. Andres, as always. Congrats on the new pets, you know. And Lee, that they look cute. Yeah, mice are super cute. Some of you guys reacted like mice. Are rats? Are they rats? They're cute little guys. And I love the names, by the way. Okay, we do have a PSA from Sandy, who says smoke alarm needs AA batteries, and I think the fire stations still give out free fire alarms. This is my segue to our next performer, because we want to make sure he's safe, you know. So I'm gonna do the intro theme song for him.
Hold it. Not yet. Give me a minute.
He says not yet. How does he know I was talking about him? What if I was theoretical, hypothetical? Bring up the next guy. Oh, you lost your spot like that? Okay, fine. The things I do.
I got it. Hold on.
You got?
What's that?
Oh, because you got to record it.
Yeah. Give me
You
a
know you
second.
could screen record here instead of taking a video of the screen.
I
It
can't.
might come out better quality.
If I screen record, it'll not get any sound. I tried that before, and yeah.
Okay, man.
Okay, hold on a second.
Check it out. Check it out.
Okay.
El Vato Loco with the webcam. Smoke detector, need some new ham. Some AA batteries, fix it. Got to replace it. Here we go. The Dans come marching one by one. Hurrah. Hurrah. The Dans come marching one by one. Hurrah. Okay, that's it. Dan, hey, it's your turn. You ready?
Okay. How you doing?
Go for it.
How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, AA batteries. Thank you, Amit. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Well, I don't know what just happened about almost a week ago inside of, oh my God, a lot of unbelievable violence going on that we have never seen in our entire lives. Imagine. Well, luckily this wasn't the War of 1812. If it was, it will be much worse, if you know what I mean. Oh man. Well, I want to talk a little about that. That's because why the violence? Why? Oh man. It looks like I don't know why Trump has no president has ever been abuse of power since last Tuesday, and oh man, he gotta accept that he's defeated. But why? Oh man, we've never seen this is much more than a violent protest, looks like you saw in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. But unbelievable. This can't be right. Yeah. But why the violence? Oh man. I bet this is much more. I bet this is much more than the 1992 LA riots. If anybody know about that, yep. This is unbelievable. Hey, someone want to screenshot this? Nope. Yeah. I don't know why the hate, why the incinerants, why the insurgents, why the insurrection. This can't be right. Yeah, we have never seen anything like this until last Tuesday. Why? Yeah, this is kind of my freestyle a bit. So, all right. But why in the middle of the pandemic? Oh man. I bet more cases going to be rising because of them. This can't be right. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Wait, what was that page again? Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, hold
Dan.
on.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Hang on. All right, I'm gonna do one cover, Chaos Theory from Robert M. Drake. What matters most? Page 179. Sometimes the only things that matter are lost, and very few times do those same things return to their rightful owners. That's why when you have something special, something worth it, you care for it. You don't let the things that make your heart slip away. End quote. Yeah, there it is again. Okay.
Cool.
All right. And let me see if I can find one more. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, man. I like how yeah. Hey guys, we have BWOMS t-shirts. Why you look, commercial. BWOMS t-shirts, Barbed Open Mic Series available. 4 different colors. Rapseminar.com. If you want to support and also just rock some merchandise. It's been a really long time since we've had any kind of shirt or anything. So instead of, maybe just doing a straight up donation, which of course you're always welcome to do. But if you want to have a little something, there's blue. It comes in blue, black, Oxford black, and I can't remember the last color. It's like cream. It's like a light color. Christine has a T-shirt. It looks great on her. Okay,
Cool.
ready, Dan?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Richie. I think that Leah Mess has two dogs.
I'm sorry?
Two?
Yeah, she has 2 puppies. Leah Mess does.
More than 2.
Damn, Brian. Wait,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just had to mention those puppies.
Okay.
I'm all about it. Yeah, like let's just do like a pup and like let's do a pet open mic.
I don't want to go.
like a show and tell. Like, all right. But there's also a snake and some 4 dogs, 1 snake, 2 rats. There you go.
Don't you have a pet cobra?
I don't. I wish.
Okay.
Okay. All right. There's Walking Papers by Thomas Lynch. I think you're gonna like. I don't know about this, but you'll find out. Dear Mr. President, page 35. The black cow we put inside for Mrs. Murray to inseminate got his head stuck in the metal gate and couldn't get it out. What was she thinking? We said to each other, talk about a rock and a hard place. Maybe it swelled some after she forced it through. Still, we couldn't get it out. Though we kicked it with our boots, twisted it everywhere which way. Cursed, swore, shouted, prayed, nothing works, things that was stuck. What we were stuck with it. How could we go back to our lives with the beast out there? Its fat head caught in the gate. We couldn't go to church or the movies or the stores. What would we say when folks ask hard things? As they do. In the end, we had to get a saw, one of those big round yokes that makes an awful noise and cuts through anything. Excuse me. After everything, we just cut it out. And it was simple, Mr. President. We just cut it out. One clean cut at the corner, bent it open until she pulled her thick head out and stood it there looking like cows do. Who know, blameless, serviceable and dull, and just in time for the bull, which comes in a suitcase now, says Mr. Murray, and the inseminator, wearing a blue rubber glove and all the way up her shoulder, pushing deep inside the beast. All the while looking up into high roofs jousted of the shed, and where swallows were nesting. The look of her face, Mrs. Murray's, was, I have to tell you, Mr. President, so sublime, so beautiful. We said there, it's a science to everything. And quote, that was Walking Papers by Thomas Lynch. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man.
Cool, Dan. Thanks.
Yeah.
That
Thank
was
you.
your
Appreciate
segment
it.
this week. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, just to let you know, yeah, I have a 25th birthday tribute still in the works. Hold on a second. Next week, is next week Martin Luther King Day? The 18th?
It's usually
Yes.
the
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, it is.
All right. Oh.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thanks, Cap.
Yeah. Darn. I was planning on making a poetry about that day, and also I'm planning on doing a birthday poem plus a birthday poetry too. So I'll have to wait on that. Okay. Okay, guys. You know what to do. Let me. Hey Richie, can you let me share something?
Dan, sure. We're trying to close the show. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, you can share already, man.
You gotta let me share.
No, you
It's
can
not
share.
letting me share.
You can share.
Well, while you're
have to
working
believe.
that MLK thing, man, you gotta add Officer Goodman in there.
I'm sorry?
Hey, when you're doing your thing for MLK Day, make sure you put in something about Officer Goodman.
Officer Goodman?
Yes, man who saved the Senate last week.
That was pretty. That was an interesting tactic he used, right? To like move people away.
That's a hero, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Officer. DM me. Just DM me or just send me a message. You know what to find me. Okay. All right. Here it is. Here's my card. Read it and weep it. You know what to do.
Read it and weep. Show you. Show us.
And screenshot this if you have to, please. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds to screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more seconds. 2, 1.
In case you missed it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. You have a good night. Good evening. See you next Monday. Back to you, Richie. Thank you very much.
That was another segment of Dan the Man. The show inside the show. Dan the Man's Weekly. BWOMS edition. Hell yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got a couple pieces. I'm gonna open up. I didn't want to end the show. I think Christine wanted to share one last song to close out the stream, and so while I make this announcement and let her get ready, I'm gonna share a quick set, I guess, since we got peeps here. This one's called Shenanigans. One word, 4 syllables. Shenanigans. Because if actions speak louder than words, then shenanigans are screamed from the tops of mountains and annihilate what we used to know as truth. Some people believe our lives are dictated by fate, but with little shenanigans, you can take control of your life. Shenanigans build character. You can't buy personality. Personally, pronouns are profound when I and I are pronounced as we. Because who we be is free. See, we manage mischief in places of obscure origins, like America. We appreciate the finer things in life. But sometimes you just want to break shit. We are Coyote, the anti-hero of our grandmother's stories, trickster. We know shenanigans well. See, they kept me sane during those hard times when I was eating microwave splintered weenies and a tortilla and ramen every day because that's all there was in the kitchen besides cucas. Staying up late, sleeping past noon, beer for breakfast, and then doing it all over again. The unemployed shenanigans, looking for your next fix shenanigans. Because a little chaos is fun and good for the soul, especially when raunchy debauchery becomes a welcomed occurrence. See, remember that one time? Oh, no, I don't tell that story anymore. Shenanigans is the sound of rusty chainsaws being juggled. Shenanigans is freedom. So be free to make mistakes and announce your love to that one person or two. Hey, whatever makes your plane soar. See, Shenanigans is the number you call after 2 a.m. See, we've been down and out because of shenanigans, left to pontificate, perhaps even evacuate these words we masticate all over the sidewalk. If there isn't a threat of being arrested, you're doing it wrong. It's the zenith of zenified bohemian behaviors etched in the secret passageways of underground cities. It's can't stop, won't stop, and it goes like... Shenanigans reminds me of revolution. You see, the Arab Spring, Mexico 68, the civil rights movement, these wouldn't exist without the desire for shenanigans. So take some time to upset the balance of the universe. Quantum physics dictates that we are allowed to make a myriad of choices, shake some atoms, and unravel what you thought was impossible. See, it's like they say, Rome wasn't built in a fuck it, let's do it anyway. Shenanigans. All right, that's an old slam poem I used to do. Yeah, the right kind of shenanigans. I need to add, that's an old poem, but I need to add Black Lives Matter to that. I'm going to do it on that list. Okay, let me see. I'm going to do one of these looper songs, and then we'll get Christine up. Can you hear that? Yeah, I think so. Boom, 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 boom.
It's not on their side. This wasn't a long time ago. Another member of Congress being threatened in an airport.
The news. So you gotta blast the news, you know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we've got the microphone, the stages, the stages. Barbed wire open mic proudly brings to you stay at home open mic. I step up to the stage and spit ethereal rhymes, paradiddle paradigms that speak of our times, making consonants crack like Carol Whack, making find the foe like a line from Poe. These eclectic styles with the grace of mild, making freedom reign like a line from Coltrane. I hold on, unstop, unwind, reframe. We jump up to the stage and change the game. Yo, it's the spirit of the beat that transcends concrete, flows within the people and then into the street. So hey, brother, bass man, play your magic groove, the one that makes me tap my foot and make me wanna move, move, move. Move. Yo, cause the night is young and so are we. We'll run through the streets getting drunk off of poetry. Yeah. Check. I look around the world. I look around the world and see what we have done. I look around the world and see that we are one. Come up, May, come up, gloom, someone turns. Oh man, it's been so long since I performed this. Yo, no more gloom, flowers bloom. Can't you tell this is our tune? Slipping silently, violently, pushing music to be shared. Don't be scared to be cared for. Cause it's that 1% devotion, the motion that happy lose your mind. Help you find so profound, and if you found that real deal, don't forget to keep it real. For L-O-V-E, who could it be? It could be you, it could be me. No need to sing this melody that I readily, steadily forget cheap and count stars. And tonight, dream my galaxy just beyond ours. It's the spirit of the beat that transcends concrete, that flows within the people and into the street. So hey, brother, bass man, play your magic groove, the one that makes me tap my foot and make me wanna move. Hey, sister, saxophone wailing in the streets with their whirly-twirly syrup song that makes me feel complete. Cause the night is young, so are we. We'll run through the streets getting drunk off of poetry. Yeah. That was a really old one as well, and I hate forgetting lyrics.
Oh, dope.
Cool. Thanks. Got the seal of approval from Dan. Yes. Oh. Fuck yeah. Okay, hey, so Christine, are you still with us? This was like a very curse heavy episode, apparently. By the way, free expression, doing our thing. So Christine, what you got for us today, huh?
Hey, the last one is Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a billion years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
Woo!
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys gotta make some noise. That was
That was so dope. That was great.
yeah, it's perfect.
Beautiful.
That's
Perfect.
amazing.
Yeah,
So good, Larry.
perfect bookend. Hell yeah.
Damn it.
Christine, yes, you're like, yeah. I'll do another song. Let me just look one up really quick and learn the hell out of it. In like five performers. Here we go. That was great. I love the idea of starting the show with Leslie and then ending the show with some music from you, like some nice bookend. Great show. Man, everyone killed it tonight. Much fun. This is, January 11th, stay at home open mic. Long show. So I think we're going to go ahead and be stopping the live stream. I want to thank everyone who has stuck around, everyone who was watching on YouTube. You guys kill it, and of course, the performers. Show some love. Everyone shared a little bit of where they can follow them. I think this platform extends beyond the actual show. So if you have an opportunity to purchase merchandise or a book or stream music, definitely get down on that. Check out other people's projects. You heard about different open mics, poetry slams throughout the night. So, let's connect. Let's keep creating, collaborating, and making these things happen. For the Barbed Wire Open Mic Series, Stay at Home Open Mic, I'm Richie, your host. You guys have a good night, and we will see you next month.